Heyo! Welcome to Tuesdays with Freddie. Actually, it's called Jammin' on Comics with Crisis and Freddie.
Hmm.
We just have Freddie tonight, which is not bad at all. We feel bad for Crisis. He's
Hmm.
got he's under the weather, like and exhausted, so he could not make it tonight. But he needs a break. He needs to rest. He needs to sleep. I'm talking myself to. I'm going to sleep now. What? Okay, I'm here.
You know,
Okay, so Freddie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. You know who's also sick? Matt. I was texting him earlier.
Max Applebaum?
No, Matt, my friend, who I,
Oh, in
uh,
Denver, the one you stayed with for 6 months?
the one I opposite kidnapped. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you slid into his life and stayed there.
exactly. But yeah, crisis has a crisis, Marcelo. This is true.
Yeah, he has a small health crisis. Yeah. Hey, Kenny. Munin, how you? Whoops. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Marcelo. Whoops. Munin, how you doing? Yeah, I hope he needs some rest. Joey from Down Under, welcome. Javi, good to see you. Fifth of Jack, good to see you. Artist formerly known as Jesse Say What? And oh, Beyond Comics is here. Beyond Comics is going to be on my channel twice this month. Good to see
Ooh.
you, Beyond Comics. Not my nephew, but same name, Brian Bragg. Good to see you. James is here with ice cream for me, guitar for Crisis, and is that like a microphone for you?
Looks like a speaker,
A speaker for you? Okay.
which I don't do that.
Oh, I see. It's a it's like a yeah.
Yeah.
The horn part in a speaker, so it's sound represents sound.
Hmm. Those are the one gigs I always pass. I say I record sound. I do not produce sound. I've been offered to do Ricky Martin. I'm not gonna bother with that
You're not gonna bother with what now?
with playback because artists need somebody that plays the music or chunks of music that they're recording music video, and it is absolutely awful. Like that is the person that gets mistreated the most because the
Okay,
cue has to be exact, and when people are looking for somebody to yell at, it's
so you're a bit of a diva, is what you're saying.
no. I'm saying the opposite.
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, wait, I have to answer this real quick. Shoot, do should be tonight.
The movie Blowout. I'm not aware of it. Do you know what
Oh,
that one is?
yeah, that's a early Brian De Palma film with uh, Travolta and Nancy. What's her name? It was actually really great. One of De Palma's
25.
greatest.
Watched an interview.
Is some whoop? What happened? I looked up and he was gone. Um, right there it is. What happened to Freddie? Did at the latest? Okay. What's happening here? Okay, let's see what's happening here. Here's Saz Murph. Good to see you. Blast. Wanted to ask, y'all think Far Sector Deluxe a good birthday gift for someone who don't really read comics? That's a good question. Well, actually, I'm going to have to take the whole thing with me because Freddie's not here to cover for me. Where'd you go?
I don't know. Suddenly, I went backstage.
How's it going back there? Enough drinks for everybody and stuff?
Maybe.
Let's see. Far Sector. Blast is asking if Far Sector would be a good birthday gift for somebody who doesn't read comics. It's a fabulous gift, but I'm wondering if maybe you have to have a little bit of Green Lantern knowledge to understand why she's such an interesting big deal.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my first.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a great book.
It's very
I
pretty.
love it. I'm getting I just ordered the deluxe.
If they're a huge sci-fi nerd, maybe, but like if they're really into Star Trek, they might enjoy that. If they have some base knowledge of Green Lantern, like the cartoon, maybe.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little more, Blast? Do you have other choices? Like, I would think something easier to get into, maybe, than this book. This is a book, though. I'll be giving it away as soon as the deluxe. Wow, this art is awesome.
You know, that's a topic I wanted to talk to you about, like things upgrading, regret, and not.
Regretting not upgrading, or upgrading and regretting it,
yeah.
or both?
It could be both, but mostly I was thinking like I have a few books I bought recently that once I got them, like they're hardcovers and they were deluxes, but they're standard sizes. Yeah, and then once I got them, because I wanted to have a few extra things. Either they had extra things that I didn't want, or they had something extra, or they were missing extras. I can get into that later. Or now, I don't know. Whatever you want.
Well, this is a Valentine's week special, so regret is part of every romantic relationship.
Okay, then let me go get them.
What, Blast, tell me something about the person. I don't think that Far Sector would be a good first book. No. So maybe the chat and Ussens can help you out.
Okay, I'll show you one of the things I meant. So I have The Damned in 3 trade paperbacks, right?
Yeah.
So they did a deluxe, which is a standard size, which I didn't mind that much. It's supposed to have more stories that weren't collected in the paperbacks, and it has one issue that's not collected, and it doesn't finish anything. It just drops off there, like Colin Bunn and her never bothered to finish Bam. So
you regret buying that,
right? Because now I have an extra issue that doesn't go anywhere. It goes to be continued, except not really.
Well, I'm happy to talk about regret. I have many regrets in my romantic relationships. Let's see who else. Oh, Hayden's here. What up? Reap's upset. I paid for a threesome.
Well, you're here now, Reaper. I'm counting 3.
Peter's here, and Peter asked, saw it was an early stream, so I figured might as well stay up for it. Thank you. One of our Netherlanders. Now this is a good question. Hey guys, can we at some point have a long-form discussion on all things Krakoa Omnis? What are the pros, cons of collecting the Krakoa Omnis? The chronological route or the creator route? Well, you're talking to 2 people who actually know a lot about Krakoa, and if we had Peter on, you'd have the walking computer about X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Let's circle back to this at some point. Have a long form discussion on all things Krakoa Omnis. What are the pros, cons of collecting? Why don't I catch up on the chat a little bit? We'll figure out what to get Blast should get for his friend and on his birthday, and then we can talk about that. Because romance, I'm in love with the Krakoa era, so I think that counts.
I will say one of my regrets now is when I disappeared, I thought you were taking a really long time texting, and it was awkward silence. So I was reading comments, and this was one of them. So I was in the middle of answering this when suddenly I see you walking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was awkward, but it was a tax question from one of the Omni Bros, and I had to answer it.
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't know if anyone saw or heard me.
No, they didn't. You disappeared. Okay. speaking of comic books, organic price books with your code Omnidog, you get 2% off, 5% off shipping 4 more books together with code Omnidog. Sit. And in the description box, I have links that if you click them, will take you to a overstock sale at Organic Price Books. Some books are up to 50% off, like almost all of them are 50% off. If they're smaller books, like trades or standard hardcovers, there's a 10, 20% off, something like that. But big chunky ones like Young Justice is 50% off, and that's the one Day is insisting that I get. So I am definitely going to be getting it. I just don't know when and or how. But I am going to get it. Okay. Like I need more chunky omnis to get behind on. So super excited for Superman 2025. I was watching an interview with James Gunn from Superman Trailer Press event, and he said Superman is hopeful and will be more Silver Age, something new on film. And Freddie, did you see the T-shirt I bought?
Yes, it is very cute, and it's exactly the same image, just a different color than the one I sent you.
Right, but this is on a T-shirt.
Which is even better. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show everybody. Whoops. Yeah. Let me show everybody what we're talking about, because I just said to upper management, I don't have room anymore for any new T-shirts. And she's like, yeah, you don't. Well, I have to get this. Share screen.
I think I disappeared.
Here. What? You didn't disappear, did you? What? No. Okay. Here it is. This is the crypto shirt. Let me see if I can. There we go. Look at that, dude. You bet I want this.
Yes.
I saw other stuff, but this is the thing that touched me the most. That is just a cute, very cute, very sharp looking picture. And it reminds me, what are we looking at?
My dog, because he was.
Hey, sweetie. I saw like a little figure 8 racing.
Oh, that's a cat toy.
Oh, okay.
Love that. Hey.
Here's Eric. What's up, Omnidog? What's up, Eric? I hope some comic YouTube channel creators make videos on this topic, because a lot of people seem to be a bit confused. What? You mean like this YouTube channel creator should? Because I do have a Dawn of X video out, and I have a Trials of X video out. I didn't cover Reign of X, but long form discussion. That sounds very interesting. That might be a good topic for the next Jammin' on Comics. With the 3 of us, we could really dive deep into it. Or I could make a recorded. Peter, tell me like exactly what you'd like in this, because it could go anywhere. I'd need to be, since you're asking the specific question, let's get really specific about it. Like,
yeah, because we can answer on an overall, like, the differences between getting them in paperback or the oversized hardcovers, and then continuing it that way, or the Dawn of X trades, and like I tell you.
You're breaking up. You just broke up. You can tell us what now? You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. What was the last thing you heard? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Rami.
So it's basically like how you like to read things and how you organize things in your head. Like, It's all up to you. If you want to read everything, well, possibly that's the route you want to go. If you like to read things in story arcs instead of mixed together and then going back and forth in your head, then this might not be the route you want to go.
Which way? The omnis or the
Give me
trades?
one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whose house? Yeah, baby. Ram's house next year. Mr. Awesome says, I think I'll get the Dugan-Men Omni with the Fall of X Omni fitting afterwards. X-Men, Dugan X-Men Omni. Okay.
Sorry, someone was talking to me. So it's basically how, if you want to read things in story arcs, then yeah, go ahead and either keep or get the paperbacks with the stories, or if you want to read things like going back and forth, but in the right order, then yeah. But you're gonna have like 5 different storylines going on in your head at the same time. It's where the Donovan one issue, another issue, and then sometimes you read.
I'm so sorry, Freddie. You're breaking up a lot. I'm missing almost everything you're saying, and I know it's good stuff because you're X-Men.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get closer to the internet then.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna get closer to the router.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's Hondo. What up? Good to see Hondo. I am still debating on Far Sector. I don't read DC, but I do really like sci-fi. Well, it's awesome. Chris says, I really liked Far Sector, and I have never read any Green Lantern.
Yeah, Chris, but you have a big knowledge of Green Lantern. You've probably seen and read some things with Green Lantern.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Oh, wait, here it is. Well, not to be. Oh dear. Well,
yeah,
not to be race is canceled, but it is a black girl. LOL. Probably only knowledge she got GL wise is what I've told her. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice representation. Last year I gave away a Moon Girl cover to a very excited girl. She went all, oh my gosh, you look exactly like me. So that's always nice to do. That being said, if the only Green Lantern knowledge she has is from you, then I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depends if they're a really, really big sci-fi fan.
This might be actually a good thing now that I'm thinking about it. If you go from, first of all, it's on the Young Animal label. That's so odd to me. I didn't even know Young Animal was still printing.
Well, no,
stuff.
That's a little old. I think that's one of the last things they did, actually.
I'm going to say you could. Just if you've told her about only knowledge she got GL-wise is what I've told her here and there. Well, that's all you need to know. Green Lanterns are space cops. There you go. She's a space cop in like the furthest sector away.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, gosh, this is really good. I'm very excited to get this in deluxe format. Yeah, okay, Blast, get it for her.
Yeah.
Just what's in the cup? That would be cranberry juice with a lot of club soda. Thank you. Here's Dana. How are you doing, Dana?
Hey,
Good
Dana.
to see you. And Matt's here. Welcome. I regretted oh boy, I bet you did. Yeah, that was very odd. Krakoa Chronological Omnis is too much of an investment for me. That is just as a leading X-Men voice comic YouTuber wise, so he should know. Well, Krakoa. I know the first. I know all the way through Inferno and X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine.
Yeah.
And so the question's going to be. Okay, wait.
Like, what's the difference between pro and con of getting a chronological order versus getting story arcs and paperbacks and stuff? And I think it's how you read things and organize things in your head. If it bothers you to read one issue of this, two issues of that, one issue of this, go back to this, then that's not the route for you. If you want everything, that's possibly one of the best ways. You remember when the first Spider-Verse hardcover came out and
Whoa.
everybody organized it in chronological order. Like then you go back and forth and think, I guess you could do that if you want to read things in order, but
Do
it's a lot of work.
do we know how they're gonna? I know we've got House of X, Powers of 10, or not that. Fall of 10, Fall of X, Rise of 10.
Yeah.
But have they announced anything beyond that, Omni-wise?
They did.
And is it mapped? I was probably on the stream when they did it, so that
I don't think so.
how is it mapped?
Well, Omar said they're in chronological order. He said that they're doing a Dawn of X, and the third Omni that just got announced was the X-Men by Dugan.
Okay.
So that I'm glad I didn't get the paperbacks for. But
yeah.
If you get the Dawn of X, if you get the Fall of X, then you have to wait for everything in the middle to get collected in big chunks.
Yeah.
So that's another con.
At first I was leery of the way they were mapped in the trades, like Dawn of X, and I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't mind. Now I did wait until they were all out, all 16 volumes, and then I just read straight through them. So it was easy for me to keep things in order in my head. To me, Krakoa would have been a nightmare to read in single issues. I would not know. I guess you would organize it by the only way I can think. I don't even no. I wouldn't have done it single issues. That would have just been really hard. I think like what Freddie was saying, one of the cons is that you're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be like 10 or 11, and I think they're really committed to these because it's a major. It's one of the biggest X-Men things to happen in years and years and years. I didn't mind the way they were mapped at all in the trades, but as he's saying, but then I think I would prefer. This is me. I would prefer it be mapped like it was in the trades, because that was all like what was going on currently in every issue, even though some went off, on their own thing. Like, I'm only using this as an example. I do not recommend you read this particular series, Fallen Angels, but like it was happening along with whatever else was happening, just a different character arc. So, but that's me. And if you want it a character driven book, that's going to be, I don't know how you're going to do that.
Yeah, I read them the opposite way. I read the oversized hardcovers and the paperbacks with the story, like with each story arc, and I didn't think I was missing anything. Like at one point, someone gets shot in another book and they're dealing with the consequences, but I didn't necessarily need to see it. And then when I did read it, I was like, oh, this is underwhelming. Like they sold it as a big thing and it was gone in a flash. So don't overthink it either. If you want to read one team in particular, and that's the other thing. After I read Wolverine and the X-Forces that I owned, I decided I didn't want to continue that series, either of those series, so I just got rid of them. If you get those Omnis and you don't like Fallen Angels and you don't like X-Force and you don't like Wolverine, then you're collecting a big chunk of books in the middle of your Omnis that you have no interest in.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Okay, well, we'll keep talking about this because that's a good Oh, here's Chris is doing Blast a Fave here. Maddie did an old reader, new reader with one of the panelists being a black girl. So if you have the time, you might want to check that out. Wait, are we serious? I don't think
I don't think
reads
so,
that
no.
way.
No.
Yeah, for Far Sector, right. Dawn of DC All In has been amazing, especially Superman titles, Superman Action Comics, and Batman Superman World's Finest. I forget to use codes when I order from OPB, so Jake's lost money from me. Well, don't be using Jake's code. Use this guy's code. And that way, we're all happy. You're happy. I'm happy. OPB's happy. Look, there's a thruple right there that's happy. Me, you, OPB. And I'm not going to say anything more because it's getting weird here. And I made it that way. Ilan, good to see you. Ilan, how is the food? What?
Tell us. We're all eager about your food.
Yeah, where's the food? What was the food? How do you know about this food, Chris?
And the temperature. We want to know the temperature of the food when you ate it.
Dana says, oh, you're so right. They need to make a stuffed crypto. I am 100% sure that's coming. That looks exactly like the dog in the movie. Speaking of stuffed crypto, not stuffed, but crypto in general, I pulled a bunch of covers just at the last second of comic book crushes that I have. That's my part of the Valentine's show. Okay. And I saw one of my favorite Adam Hughes covers, and it's not going to be what you think. It's going to be Crypto. Ooh. Look how fun he looks there. He's like, yay. This is an Adam Hughes cover, and I love this cover.
Oh, that is fantastic. I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah. It's Year of the Villains. I don't even know. Dark Gifts. Whatever. I just got it for the cover. But yeah, I can almost guarantee, as a matter of fact, I will guarantee that there's going to be a crypto stuffed toy, and I guarantee Freddie and I will both get it. Right, Freddie? There's hesitation there. What?
I don't know.
You got a stuffed, the other thing you showed me before the show.
I do, and we'll show it in a toy stream. And I'll be sure to go to my mom's office because it is crazy how many Grogu she has. Oh my gosh. Like, it's insane.
Right? Thank you. Kenny knows.
Kenny does.
It was delicious. Thank you. Perfect to cure a cold. What's happening here?
Well, he didn't tell us what it was or how hot it was, so I'm disappointed.
Yeah. KRISIS tackled it for a hot second during his latest live stream. Yeah, I think the more that is revealed, the more info we're going to be able to talk about it. Here's AS. What up? I don't mind double dipping on comics collected editions as long as the story is good. Well, I've quadruple dipped on all things Harley, I think.
Well, let me go get the things I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Oh, here's Harvey. I only read House Power and quickly gave up after that. Should have just let Hickman write the whole thing. Well, peace and love, Harvey. Passing on the Dugan, thinking about picking up the other, but not going to commit yet. Yeah, the Warworld saga was amazing. I'm actually definitely going to upgrade to that, Kenny. They're committed to the Krakoa omnis as long as they sell. Part of what makes me nervous is what if they don't sell and they stop halfway through? Well, that's...
I think they will sell. I mean, look at all those big numbered omnis that have been coming out. All the Peter David Hulk, the Peter David X Factor. They're really pumping out those reprints of X-Men omnis and X-Men events. Like, I think it's going to do really well.
Okay. And now here is a statement from an elitist.
Oh.
On a related note, I finally finished Deadpool Wolverine. It took me 3 separate sittings to get through it. Wow, did it stink, said one person. Harvey, come on. What's wrong with you?
Listen, Harvey, as someone that grew up with those late 90s, early 2000s Marvel movies, getting the payoff to those was freaking fantastic. I
So,
was a bit underwhelmed about some of the villain things going on, but seeing that moment made the movie a 100% rating for me.
yeah, that movie was an A+. I feel
Yeah.
sorry for you, Harvey.
If you didn't have fun watching them in the car, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I read everything in anthology trades through Inferno. I think I would have been more into the whole thing if I had curated it more. Okay.
That's fair.
Oh, there was a photo on your Discord. Oh, it was in the food. I didn't get to the food today. Okay. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Ilan.
A lot of sick people.
Speaking, yeah, people are sick. Here's the crowbar right here for Jake. Next time I see his ass. Whoop, sorry. Didn't mean to say
You said AS, it's fine.
The soup was exactly 37.2 Celsius with plenty of cheese. I am a cheese fiend. Oh, with garlic bread. Nice.
You had garlic bread.
But Jess, you gonna? Yes, I am. DC finest, Harley. Yeah, yes, I am Hayden. I think you knew the answer to that. The answer is yes. Smothery, any idea how long it will take for all Krakoa to come in omnibus chronologically?
It is very unlikely you'll do more than one a year.
Oh, I think they're gonna do 2 a year.
Oh, well, okay.
I think that if they want to keep interest up, they should do 3 a year.
I don't know. That's pushing a lot because they also have a bunch of other X-Men related omnis they want to do. Or are doing, because we also know that all new X-Men.
Is it that crappy 90s crap that they want to collect in crappy editions?
No, one of them is The Last X Factor by Peter David. Another one is All New X-Men by Bendis.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then other stuff, that still hasn't been collected or hasn't been an Omni yet. Like, they're doing a lot.
Well, they need to do more.
I don't know if people can afford more. Like,
oh, well, no, that's a good point.
Maybe one every 18 months. How's that?
One every 18 months?
Wait, sorry, I upped.
That's a year and a half.
Yeah, every 9 months. There we go.
Okay, I would accept that. Kenny has that Adam Hughes crypto cover. It is cool. Yeah, Dana, he doesn't know what's going on. He's here to just stir the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's a good friend of mine. He knows it's coming from a place of love. Next Imaginaut, but it looks like I understand every word in there, so let's give it a try. You really doubt whether Marvel's best-selling line in years, so hot that decided to overexpand and run it into the ground to milk every last drop of interest, that's also been the single most requested new Omni for the past however many years, 5, won't sell like gangbusters? No, I think it'll sell just about as well as Ultimate Spider-Man for them.
Yeah, well, that's another example of 5 Omnis that took a really long time, even after they reprinted the first one.
Yeah. Oh, it really is AS. It absolutely looks like the real thing.
What is it made out of?
Foam rubber, I think, that's treated. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's still a fairly hard hit, though.
Well, not compared to the real thing.
No, not compared. It still hurt and leave a bruise.
Ow, right? Yeah. Yeah, it'll hurt when I do it to him, and I'm gonna.
And really, we want the hurt to be just before pressing charges.
Here's Doug with a callback from last night. That was funny. Just got home, fed the zoo. Did I miss anyone insulating anything? Omar was in the chat last night in Omnibus, and I did the bit where Rodimus has me pronounce, Spanish phrases or whatever he was talking about. Very Fine Condition said something like, Gio, how can you sit there when this guy's insulating our native tongue? And I said, dude, learn to speak English. Then you can criticize my Spanish. What's this now? Ads are killing me. I just had my 5th ad since the start of the stream.
Wow.
That's a lot. I usually have it set for conservative. I don't have any control over it, but I'll double check what my my settings were. Has anybody else been affected by ads like that?
I don't know. Ads are very random on YouTube. Like, I'm watching a really long series on YouTube right now, and sometimes I get no ads, sometimes I get so many, and sometimes I forget to stop the like when the video is done, to click on the next one, and I just get 5 ads after the video is done. Like, it just doesn't stop.
Huh.
YouTube's crazy with ads right now, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, that has actually, Sasmurf has a decent concern. I mean, it's not going to be 5 Omnis like Ultimate Spider-Man. It's going to be 10 or 11, and that's a commitment. If they, I mean,
we have to see, because they've also already done an event. Empire also has his own Omni already.
Wait, what? What's the connection there?
Wait, Empire now. Oh, crap. I'm messing up. The Ewing Gillen event had a Omni already.
Axe Judgment Day?
Judgment Day, yeah. So, if they don't include those issues, then maybe it'll be a little bit less. But still, it's gonna be a lot.
What doesn't collect those issues?
The all of the X-Men Omnis, Krakoa Omnis are coming out.
Oh, okay.
Like, some of these events might thin them a bit. Like, X of Swords already has its own oversized hardcover. So if they reprint it as an Omni, then I don't
know. Next imagine on it is resolute that they'll still sell well, if only because of the X brand alone. I'm with you too, but I think this is the biggest commitment omnibus wise of either the big two ever. I can't think of any other omnibus series that has 10 Omnis, let's just say 10, to collect the whole thing.
Well, they're doing all those Silver Age lines that keep going. Like, right now, some of them have gone really far. Like 7 volumes?
Well, that's true.
Of course, it's taken a lot longer than that to get through them.
Does it realistically kill Boy Wonders? That will be a great stream. That is a great idea for a stream.
Well, the crowbar didn't kill the Boy Wonder. It just left them hurt enough until the explosion did. So, can it cripple a Jake? I think so.
Well, okay. I will definitely live stream that video. Well, here's a good point. The Triangle Years. Now, we haven't seen all of it collected yet, but that's going to be 10 Omnis also. So these are big plans.
Yeah.
YouTube Premium is so good for people that consume a lot of YouTube. Yeah, like my daughter. got like 2 ads.
Okay, that's
Got like 3 ad breaks. Make it 4 now, huh? Okay, I'm
yikes.
sorry. I'll double check what my settings are. Anytime I hear someone complain about YouTube ads, makes me glad that I did get premium, so I can pass on the ads. If I watched as much YouTube as my daughter does, I also would get premium. That is probably the one streaming subscription thing I don't have. I feel like I have everything else.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it. I have so many things, and they keep upping the prices of everything. Disney Plus, Netflix, keep going up.
Yeah.
And then add YouTube to it. I don't know.
Yeah. The ads finally, Dana says the ads finally forced me to get premium. It feels like extortion, but what a relief.
It is extortion though.
I do have to say, when my daughter's over and we're watching something, after the first ad, she's like, okay, we're switching over to mine. And I'm like, okay. That's why I'm not rushing to start collecting that omnibus. I'm waiting for a couple to be printed to see the mapping. That's probably smart.
Yeah.
I don't mind the ads. I tune them out for a few seconds, then press skip.
I would say also about the Krakoa Omnis. People are gonna make a big deal about whatever way they want to read. Like, if somebody wants to read it in chronological or in every single thing, like Omar, or if they just want to read things in chunks, they'll push for whatever. Like, don't go about it too much, because then everybody's gonna go with the Spider-Verse OHC route of, oh, you need to read it in this way, you need to, and you're just overcomplicating it for yourself. Whatever way you like, or however way you started, like, it's fine. It's all good. This is something that's supposed to make us feel better, not stressed out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I love this. I keep getting an ad for Marvel X-Men. I'm frantically trying to skip, but nothing is happening. Oh, are you talking about this stream?
Well, X-Men 97 won some awards, so I'm just saying.
And Chris is right. There's Conan. Yeah, that's true.
Conan was even more than this.
Yeah, you're right. That was, I think, eventually that's like 22 Omnis with Savage Sword thrown in there. Okay.
Well, more with the other ones, because there was the other Conan-esque Omnis. I can't remember what they're called right now.
Conan-esque? You mean coming out from Titan?
No, from Marvel, because they had his other books.
Savage Avengers?
No, he had another character that had a run. Cole. There we go. Thank you, Sassmurf. They had Cole. They had
Oh, okay.
And they had King Conan, even though I think they only did one. There were a lot of Omnis.
It's going to be over 1,000 with discounts for the set. I think like a more curated version would be good. Well, Harvey's point is fair, although it is a comic book that we're talking about, even if it is X-Men. So
yeah,
let's talk about romantic relationships just for a second.
Okay.
In comics. So I'll tell you what Peter thinks, because he told us in the chat.
He did.
He's not in favor of relationships in comics. No, which, as an X-Men fan, boggles my mind that he thinks that way, because people are coupling within the X-Men all the time.
Disappointing is the word I'd use. Like, he's a Peter, and he's not talking to me about relationships with Kitty and Peters. I'm so mad. Because that's what launched all of this. I asked, I don't remember, I asked, which Peter do you ship Kate Pride with?
See, now I don't ship anybody with any of those. Because they're my comic book crushes. So okay. I'm Yes, and I'm aware these are fictional characters. This is a show about comic books, so just roll with it for a sec.
Exactly. Calm down, people.
Yeah. So here are two of my top crushes
Okay.
that I have a crush on. They are my crushes. One is Psylocke. Wait.
Yeah. But now here's where it gets confusing.
Okay.
Is it Braddock or Quanon?
Quanon.
Okay.
So, Freddie,
Mm-hmm.
why would it be bad for me to be in a relationship with Quanon, do you think?
Well, first of all, she has no idea who she even is anymore. She's still struggling with her identity.
Hmm.
Now,
Well,
she's also an ex-assassin. I think you're gonna get a lot of people coming after her,
hmm.
and they're gonna come after you.
Oh.
And she's an X-Men, so you're gonna deal with Sentinels. They're always moving. They lived in limbo at one point.
Yeah, they do move around a lot.
Yeah, like, do you really want to go Krakoa, Limbo, the mansion, like back to the mansion, another mansion? They lived in
Genosha, San Francisco.
Genosha, Utopia, and they even moved into the Weapon X facility at one point. Like, come on.
Okay, well, what about my crush on Emma Frost? I mean,
All I have to say is look at her exes, Cyclops and Tony. Girl is looking for trouble.
oh, well, I'm looking for trouble.
Well, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you think this one's okay?
I mean, you're gonna need either a lot of cash or or be like the leader of mutant kind in order to get her. But yeah, if you can afford it.
You don't think the fact that she can jump into my brain and mush it around and get me to do anything she wants is bad?
I think that and I don't know if this is one of your relationship regrets. I think the Jess Bragg when he was in his 20s would have had a lot of problems with somebody that could read his mind, and I think the more tamer, well-behaved Jess of today might not have that much of an issue.
Oh, I think that is a good point. Okay. Yeah, mind reading. We're okay. Yeah, sorry, Emma. It's not gonna work. What about Spider Gwen? What a lovely girl. No?
Too young.
Well,
college, Jess.
Okay.
Even I would not at all. No.
This is a nice cover, though.
It's a beautiful cover, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've shot down 3 of them, so.
Well, I didn't shoot down Emma. I said you're gonna need a lot more dosh, but hey.
But you also brought up the regret part of Jess in his 20s. That
no,
yeah.
I'm saying because I've had this story in my mind the whole day. I don't know why. It's one of my favorites. When you were telling us about how you were in a bar and then you were cocktail
Yeah, that bar story.
Yeah.
When the girl threw the drink in my face and I couldn't because I was with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't go well for me.
No, like just imagine that was Emma catching you.
Oh, wow! I hadn't thought about that. Okay,
of course, that's a different Jess, different time.
Yeah. Good to see you, Maul. Thanks for tuning in. So did Freddie just use the crowbars don't kill boy wonders, jokers do argument?
I didn't.
I think he said I think he's using a gun reference.
He is, and funny, but also not what I said.
I use premium for music. Love live acoustic performances. Plus, I can turn the screen off and still play. Unit, I have either YouTube or YouTube Music running the whole day, so it is worth it for me. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So much YouTube music. I usually do Spotify or
Mhm.
other music. That's I really haven't used YouTube. Oh, upper management used YouTube for all of Christmas for Christmas music.
Okay.
Those fakakta ads, man. Yeah. Yeah, no way. I totally agree. If that's how I listen to music, I would definitely do YouTube Premium.
Yeah. Matt uses YouTube Music, so that was my experience with it, and it was basically the same thing as YouTube. But yeah, I use Spotify mostly. Same.
Yeah. So if you're streaming the video of the crowbar situation, does that mean is there going to be a phone number or a number to text to see inside the fallout? That's a great idea.
Mm.
Oh, that is such a good idea.
But it also needs to be rigged like the real one.
I would cancel all streaming just to have YouTube. It is all I use. Okay.
Well, then it's worth it in that case.
Oh, Blast already ordered Far Sector Deluxe and Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6. Ordered 6 earlier, so emailed to cancel, and we'll see what happens there. But worst case scenario, I end up selling it since it was a rush, since thought it was going out of print. Yeah. I have found their customer wait, who did you eat? Wherever you, I think you're fine, whoever you bought it from.
Most people will be fine with it, yeah.
Yeah. To be a Thunderdome at IST. Wait. Thought it was going. Oh, to be Thunderdome. Right. I think both places have, all places have plenty of copies for right now. It's just the issue of when they eventually run out.
Mm.
Will Jake return as Red Hood? I don't think there are any Lazarus pits in this particular world that we're talking about, but maybe that's a good plot twist.
That's a good plot twist.
Here's Batmanda. How you doing, Batmanda? Good to see you. Here's a Omnidog's Vault. I'm in agreement that they'll crank out 2 to 3 Krakoa Omnis per year. BW, the total number to publish and to maintain the buyer momentum for latter volumes. And 2, as Chris Brogan just noted, Marvel was fully committed to publishing all of the Robert E. Howard licenses as Omnis that they could. Conan intends respectively until they got, hang on, outbid on the license. Okay.
Sure, but here's the difference though. They're not getting a license that's eventually going to run out, which is why they were cranking them out so fast. You know, they own this. They can sit on it as much as they want, you know? Like sure, there's a pressure to maintain interest, but there's not a pressure of, oh, if we don't get these out now, we'll never get them out. And they're not releasing them in order already, you know, because Fall of X, I think, is coming out before Dawn of X.
Yeah, which I thought was odd.
And then they're already having people double dip with the Dugan one, which I'm not complaining because that's the route I'm gonna go. But
get the Dugan X-Men.
Yeah, which takes place after all the OHCs.
Okay.
But if you're getting the Omnis, you know, that's and you don't necessarily know that you're double dipping, you know, because some people aren't as obsessed about this as we are. Someone's gonna end up with this Omni and be like, "Oh, this isn't nothing with what I'm reading right now in Dawn of X."
Right. Okay. Catwoman. Selena Kyle.
Who's that guy?
Sozomaika,
Oh,
I think. Yeah, I'm almost positive. Yeah, Sozomaika.
it's
I
gorgeous.
know. I thought this was just a gorgeous cover.
It's gorgeous. Looks very noir.
Yeah. So actually, I can also bring up. Well, let's. I have a crush on Catwoman. She steals for a living. Her boyfriend's Batman. What are the bad things about this crush?
I don't have any bad thing to say. She's already shown that she likes older men.
Thank you for saying older. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so
And,
so
and the difference between her and Emma Frost, her older boyfriend wasn't rich. He was just a detective. So I think you're good.
nice. Me and Catwoman. Yeah, let's go. Okay. What about Black Cat?
I mean, you would have had an issue with her during her Queen Pin era, but now I think she's more a good guy again. So
She thinks fast on her feet in Jed McKay's Black Cat.
she really does. So
Very, very quick, very sharp, mental acuity.
yeah, just trying to think.
You
Does
put
she?
food on the table, man. She'll steal stuff and make sure that there's food on the table.
Sure. Now, the real question with her though is she still obsessed with Peter? I don't know.
Oh,
But that's a small price to pay for Black Cat, though.
Yeah. So, what's the final verdict on this one?
No,
Date and don't marry?
I mean, you do what you want. I'm just saying, eventually, someone's gonna Mephisto Peter into always being married to Black Cat.
Mephisto? What are you doing?
That's
How do you win in this argument?
Opposite one more day. They're gonna be like, oh, the new reality is if Black Cat had been the one to marry Peter instead of MJ, what if she never went to Europe?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Then where are you gonna be?
I don't know. Where would I be? Don't ask questions you don't know the answer to, because I'm confused just from the get go. Dr. Afra is in a relationship in some way with everyone. LOL. She is wild.
Yeah, well, she has a. I don't know. Have you caught up with Afra?
No, I haven't read any of Alyssa Wong's yet.
Okay, well, do you know you're caught up with G. Wilson's Poison Ivy, though?
I've read the 4th hardcover. Yeah.
Okay, so basically that situation.
She's wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about thruples.
Oh, thruples.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about giving birth to
No.
to what you gave birth to. I don't want to spoil it. It's a great book.
It is a great book.
Yeah, this is true. 12 Omnis is the equivalent of Claremont, but it's not all one. It's not all one big huge event like Krakoa. Well, no, it wasn't an event. That was just Krakoa is just where the time period was. Mm-hmm. So okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
13 if you add in X-Men Classics. I think romantic relationships in comics can work as long as they are done well and not forced. I see both sides. I love Jessica and Luke, but I hate Laura with anybody.
Oh, well, here's where we differ. Laura had one of my favorite relationships is Laura with Angel, Time Displaced Angel. I don't have my favorite cover right now, but I've shown it in our singles issue. Like when Laura and Angel get together, that is just fun. Especially with how out of left field it came from.
Well, Chris may be dealing with feelings of jealousy.
That's
I mean,
possible.
you know,
Yeah.
it could be.
It could be. But you know, she also did spend what, like 1,000 years with someone in a vault. So I also see why that relationship flourished the way it did.
That story was so great. That was so great. I wish it was 12 issues. It was so interesting and good.
Yeah. I also wish one of like I always get disappointed when they announce a new Laura series or something and it's about her origins and stuff. Because what I really want to see is like the fallout of, oh, hey, my boyfriend has to go back in time. Because
Yeah.
if you read Extermination, you know, it happens in like from one page to another. Okay, we gotta go.
Okay, we already talked about Emma, so I don't need to
Yeah.
show that one. Oh, and here's Kane. Hey, Kane. Speaking of Kane, this is a book she got signed for me and personalized from the fabulous David Nakayama. I have a crush on magic.
Ooh, yeah.
So what could go wrong with this one? Why is
That
she
her
not good?
one true love is Kate. I'm sorry.
Is who?
It's Kate Pride, Kitty. Like this is I'm sorry, but this is the end game. It's Magic and Kitty.
I like Kitty too. A lot. I just
Well,
couldn't pull any covers of her. We could work it out.
yeah, I think so. It's happening a lot of comics, you know. Afra, Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right. Good. That's a victory. Okay. Sorry, I'm late. No, it's fine. I think the long form video should contain the good and the bad of collecting the Krakoa omnis via the chronological route or by creators. Seems like creator route, you're missing out on material. But the chronological route, you get everything and some maybe not desired issues. Yeah.
I don't think going out, like if you go creator route, you're missing anything. It's just different. But you know, it's not even a good or bad situation. It's a preference thing.
Mm-hmm.
The pro and con is very personalized. You know, some people are gonna have the issue, you know, reading 2 issues, 1 issue of things, and some people aren't gonna have an issue. But the biggest drawback right now is just that you have to wait so long, or however long it's because we don't know for the second volume.
Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it bothers you, having the first volume and the last volume of a really long Omni series.
Yeah. And here's James Buzzkill Abel. Freddie, you're forgetting a very important reason. Jess is married. He can't get into a new relationship.
I thought of that. Just Bragg from the 616 is not married.
Thank you. There's your answer, James. Freddie, thinking ahead. Nicely done.
That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about this reality, Jess. No.
No, yeah. This is Earth 616,
Yeah,
Jeff.
you even have a figure, so that proves that he's canon, that he does exist in comics. So that's who we're talking about.
Yeah. Maybe this will make Emma fall in love with me. I'm Iron Man, baby.
I mean, it also works for Black Cat.
Wait, who does?
No, the suit, I mean.
Oh, yeah. That was such a good storyline right there. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Good. I can find trouble in the dollar bins in most comic shops. Yes, that's a book I have not read, and apparently I should never.
Yep. Those do exist. The books that no one should ever read.
Crushed velvet shirt Jess could get her. Have you seen this picture?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll do it just for just because. Whoops, let me get rid of this other one. Just because it's extremely funny. I think my sister took this picture. And I have to figure out when. Here it is, because you sort of requested it, Matt. There I am.
Oh wow, that just brag is a Grand Theft Auto character.
He's a what?
A Grand Theft Auto character.
First of all, I cannot imagine that I ever really wore that shirt that way. That's like my Nightwing shirt that I talked about with comicreleases.com's webhead. I can't imagine that I actually did that. I just never, my shirts are always like buttoned up to here.
Wow.
And I don't know what that medallion is. I think that's at my sister's place. And I'm trying to think, this must have been, I had a beard. Maybe I had just gotten back from Europe or something right after college. So I was probably 22 there.
Okay.
Boy, that is talk about regrets.
Yeah, if I'm just I've been playing a lot of video games recently, so I'm just thinking like if that was like a variant outfit in a video game, it'd be called 70s Pimp.
70s Pimp.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a very hirsute dude. I had a lot of hair everywhere.
Yeah, it's impressive how different you look from when you were hosting. Like the public access show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't let me think. Kelly was like 293. That was only like 10. The public access show is only like 10 years after this picture.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough of this. Why am I looking at that? Good heavens. Matt, why'd you make me show that?
Thank you, Matt.
Emma may break you.
Yeah.
True. If Emma can get you to finally build the Rusty Biscuit, that will be quite the achievement. You may not believe this, but I am moving towards that, because part of this show is going to be it's just a small part, because we're whenever we talk about it is going to be, I'm going to show you we just signed, well, we haven't signed it yet, but we're going to sign that the landlords are going to keep the price the exact same for however long we live here. So that's good. That means we can afford it. And I'm going to finally build the spider doors, not just one door, but 2 doors. In my old house, I had one spider door, but I've got 2 doors now in the small room, and we'll go take a look at it. And I'll show you. They're not really organized, but this will be like a teaser, not a trailer, a teaser for a show in a couple days that Freddie and I'll do. And it's going to be help me build my spider doors. And what was I saying that? Oh, if I get all the spiders out of that closet, then I will be able to rearrange things so I can get to the Rusty Biscuit. And I have a surface in mind where I can actually build it. So this could be happening. It could be happening this year. I'm going to shoot for it for this year to start. Well, okay. I'd like to start the Rusty Biscuit this year. I got to get really organized.
Okay, I believe in you.
Thank you.
But you know who lost faith in you though? It's Dupe.
Why?
Because you went on a date, Kate, and I don't know if you read all new Dupe yet, but
I haven't.
oh,
Oh, dupe. He's judging me, huh?
he is. Look at him. Look at him. His expression changed and everything since since he
And there's Jeff. I found an action figure of Jeff while I
Oh,
was looking for stuff. Okay. Next says, and it should be noted that they're breaking up the numbering on the Krakoa volumes by retaining the OHCs and breaking up the numbering into 2 to 3 volume series, Dawn of X, etc., instead of Age of Krakoa volume 1 through 10.
yeah, which is also again, it's confusing people that even kind of know about this because the thick paperbacks that they're printing in order are called Reign of X, and then that's what's going to be called the second um, chunk of these Krakoa
Okay.
in Omnis. So it's just confusing all around.
It's going to go Dawn, Rain, Trials,
Yeah, which,
Destiny.
which is fine if that's just how you're getting them. But if you're also upgrading from the chunky paperbacks, or if you're doing a mix, then or if you think, oh, I'll get some of these in omnis and some of these in chunky paperbacks, and then it's like, oh, what the hell? I have Dawn of X and Reign of X, and they're the same effing thing.
Okay. I'm
So,
actually not going to upgrade to the Omnis,
yeah, me neither.
but I will get Fall of X. What is it? Fall of X,
Yeah,
Rise
Fall
of 10
Rise
or
of
whatever?
I'm debating on that one because I got the most of the paperbacks for that.
Yeah, I know. I think I have them, I think, for Fall, but I don't have anything for Rise.
I mean, there's the same thing. I mean,
Fall and Rise?
yeah, look, give me a second. I pulled it out.
Okay.
Here. This paperback collects both of them, Fall and Rise. 1 second.
Wait, what paperback?
This one.
I don't think I got that. Or
No,
did I?
it has Fall of X 1 through 5, Rise of the Powers of 10 1 through 5, and material from X-Men 35.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's a chunky one, right?
Yeah, it's a bit chunky.
I don't think I got that. I didn't get that.
The Omni, I don't exactly know which issues it collects, but it collects some other thing from X-Men that were coming out at that time. I think they also have one of the Miss Marvels from Iman Vellani.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have some of the later X-Men paperbacks from Krakoa era, you might have some of the stuff in the Omni.
Right. So I'd be double dipping. I'm cool with that.
Okay. You know, when I wasn't cool double dipping though, here's another regret. So this almost fell. I have an OHC of Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake.
Okay.
Which I adore.
Is this a regret?
No, this is my regret. But then I got this paperback, which is another Fiona and Cake series. This is Card Wars.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, you know, there are different formats, different things.
Yeah.
The license switched from Boom to Oni Press, and they announced deluxes that were going to be chunky and collect all of them together in compendiums. So compendium over here is smaller. It is standard size. And then going through the extras, it has less of the covers than both the paperback and the OHC. So it's like, oh great. So I got this because I wanted more extras and I got less. And it's smaller than half of the thing I already own.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm considering giving it to my sister. It's a beautiful book. I mean, look at it. It's
yeah, it is. Excuse me. Yeah, it is.
It's just, man. But then I'm thinking about, if they do a volume 2 of these compendiums, it's going to have some of the digest size books. So I'm like, but I also already own it, so I don't know. It's bothering me. I regret it.
Here's a good point by Sasmer. Actually, the real Gwen would have been older than Jess.
Sure, but we're talking about Spider-Gwen, though, right?
Yeah, but because I didn't pull any. I didn't pull. Okay, Gwen.
Okay.
Here's Earth 616 Gwen.
Well,
So she would have been older than I was at the time, but
if she had never died, but when she came back in Clone Conspiracy, was she the same age as when she died, or was she older? I don't remember.
And I don't know. Spider-Man has to be for building spider doors. That is a huge. The only Spider-Man I'm even remotely caught up on is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
Which
you famously dropped off on volume
volume
7.
7, yeah. But I could start up again. I remember actually I retained most of that. I need to just read it all again myself.
Okay.
Wait, where the heck's Death? Oh, it's over in the other place. I didn't mean to say Death. Sorry. He didn't die.
I mean, it's comics. Called Return of Superman. Guess what happened in the book?
Blast feels magic over everybody. Everybody's
Right.
saying hello to everybody. My favorite X-Men relationship is Professor X and Princess Lilandra.
Empress Lilandra. Come on, man.
Empress Lilandra. Wait a sec. Are you leaving? Glass, is that your way of saying you're leaving? Peace and love, or are you just saying peace and love in general?
I think it might be relating to something else he said, because he commented right. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, did he say something salty? Oh, this?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I mean, yeah.
It'd be hard to.
Thank you. Here's a good question. Just is it worth getting the Wolverine Sabretooth War Omnibus this year if it will be eventually collected in the age of Krakoa Omnis? Freddie emphatically said no.
If you really like Wolverine and Sabretooth, then if you like Sabretooth War, then yeah, go for it. If you like that Wolverine run. If you have the OHCs, get this Omni. If you don't have the OHCs, then...
Wait, the OHCs?
Of Wolverine.
Oh, of Wolverine. Okay, but then there's a separate... Wait. They were trade paperbacks, weren't they? Sabretooth?
Yeah. No. Jesse, he's not talking about Sabretooth, the mini-series. He's talking about Sabretooth War. That's the event for the last few issues of X-Force and Wolverine.
Oh. See, because I stopped it. I stopped at Inferno, so I haven't read this yet.
Yeah, so Sabretooth War is the last bit of Wolverine and X-Force.
Okay, so if I had Wolverine and X-Force, I'd have this material.
If you had the paperbacks, yeah, the last few paperbacks.
Right. So why are you telling him no?
Because I didn't like...
you didn't care for it.
I sold all of my Wolverine and X-Force.
Oh yeah, you just said that. Is that the Benjamin Percy stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace and love. If you really like it, then go for it. I mean, they're doing an Omni. People liked it.
Yeah, Peter. If you enjoyed the material, I would encourage you to get it. If you haven't read it, yet.
Now, here's the thing. If you're very patient and you're willing to wait for it to come out in a few years in Omni with other material, hopefully, then sure. But events might be separated from the full collections if evidenced by previous stuff. We don't know, We're all guessing.
So I think the question is, I can't answer it because I haven't read it yet. That is one of my goals this year, is to finish up Krakoa, and I want to do it sooner rather than later.
Now, I'm just gonna remind you, adamantium surfboard.
Oh yeah, I I am familiar with that.
That nearly broke me.
Yeah, I have to say that was a disappointing few issues there, the whole thing. Well, it's okay. I see. I don't know. I definitely want to try to answer this question properly.
Yeah, again, it depends on if you're patient, if you're willing to risk it. Because
Okay, I see. He's not asking if it's any good. He's saying,
yeah,
is it worth getting it if it will be eventually collected in the age of Krakoa Omnis? If
but
you're interested in the story, then you can get it, because it's going to be a while before it gets collected.
and it's
Right?
a big if because it's its own event right now.
Okay. But it does take, wait. So
Like we have no idea if it's down the line if they'll be like, oh, this already has its own Omni.
okay, so this is what happens in Wolverine and X-Force. The Saber,
Yeah,
where does Sabretooth War take place?
just before Fall of X, Rise of 10.
And it's
But
in
it's coming out.
Wolverine. Wolverine and X-Force?
Yeah,
Or just Wolverine?
both.
Both. Okay. And you dropped it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the question is, Peter, did we answer your question? Freddie did not care for the material, but if you, let's say if Peter, if you did like the material, then I would say you should get it.
Exactly. Is it worth it for you, Peter? That's the question.
Cafe Music BGM channel. Oh, this is the YouTube chat. Okay, good. Cafe Music. So you must have premium. Boy, a lot of people listen to YouTube for music. I did not pick up on that. I wonder if there's a shoegaze channel. That'd be cool.
Maybe.
But I'd use an email. Oh, to not dox yourself for that Crowbar stream. Yeah, right. For people voting. Good point. Thank you. I'm a Scott Jean shipper. Also, oh, yeah. I love Rogue and Gambit together, too. Wait, where's it? I have to have a Rogue cover somewhere. Here we go. So.
Now you don't have to say it, just you already know. No touching, no,
Oh, yeah.
Some days she might, suck your soul. Other days,
Okay. Okay, we're done. Okay, thanks, Rogue. It was nice talking to you, but okay.
You remember how we felt about Magneto and X-Men 97? That's
oh, yeah. Yeah. Elon really loves those Tiny Desk concerts. Those are cool.
They're really good. Like
that's one thing that Cycle or Harvey turned me on to was Idols, and they had a rockin' Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter's was really good. Chappell Roan's was excellent. It has my favorite version of Red Wine Supernova. Dosha just did one.
Who did?
Dosha. She's the artist that Peter really wants you to listen to.
Dosha?
Dosha, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Doeche.
Peter wants me to listen to that?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that artist's name.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it in one of our streams, like, because he's the one that brought up the Colbert appearance she had that I hadn't seen until he mentioned it, which was really excellent.
Okay. And yeah, I'd like to hear more Sabrina Carpenter, because I don't think I've heard any.
Well, I have to say, again, like Chaperone, I really like her non-album stuff. Like her Tiny Desk is so good. She did a BBC Lounge covering one of Chaperone's songs, and she showed so much range that her album doesn't have, which is just little pop thing. It's fun, it's light, but then she sang the cover, and I was like, wow, she really can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, imagine on addressing James' concern, yes, he'd have to split off his dark scoundrel half into a separate being, a la Stephen Urkel. I like the idea that I have a dark scoundrel half. Thank you, Next Imaginant. It is, I have my world clock here. And I can tell you what time it is in Jerusalem. World clock. It is 2:30 in the morning there, Kenny. So she's asleep.
Yeah, hopefully in bed.
Yeah, I hope she's asleep. Because I think it's a work day for her tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Between. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I see we are introducing Supernatural into this element. Sure, why not?
Yeah. You haven't watched enough Dragon Ball, but that is a very big plot of it. So in order to become Kami of the Earth, this one character has to split his good and evil half. And then his evil half becomes one of the best characters in all of Dragon Ball, called Piccolo.
It's what now?
Piccolo.
Piccolo. Okay, I've heard that name.
The one with the spiky ears. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I think I saw Fantagraphics is putting out a nice collection of old romance comics this year. That's cool.
Nice.
Give me all of Krakoa. I need it all.
That's fair.
I agree. I
mean, I want to agree. I will say that. I want to agree.
You want to what?
I want to agree.
You want to agree. I pretty much have all of it except for the last parts of Fall.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you should get the Omni, Jeff.
I think the Omni is what I can get.
Yeah, just double check that you don't have those last few trades of some of them.
Yeah. Okay. Batmanda has built Hasbro Ghost. Put my Hasbro Ghost. What's wait.
Hasbro Ghost.
Hasbro Ghost. What is that? Batmanda?
Yeah, we want to understand.
Yeah, is it Hasbro or is it Hasbro? And if it's Ghost, like who's the ghost of? Whose ghost is it? Is it Hasbro's ghost? And I'm totally not making fun at all. I want to know.
I'm also wondering if it's like a really cool prop that she has, because she has a portal gun.
Oh.
Yeah, like I don't know if you've seen some of her pictures. She's got a portal gun. She's got a really cool lightsaber. I think it's Leia's actually.
Oh. There is a reason I will not buy the Duggan Omnibus, but I don't want to spoil it for Jess. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, there's several reasons not to get a lot of these, but overall, do you enjoy it? Hopefully.
Yeah. Selena would steal all your root beer. I do have root beer in the house. Upper management is in Florida for the week. I can do whatever I want. And I think there might be vanilla ice cream in the house also. Ooh. So I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Selena would steal all your root beer. She'd steal my heart too, though.
Exactly. Having to buy more root beer, it's a fair trade.
Yeah. Okay, I do find it a bit odd. DC is going to be starting to release new Supergirl Omnis, starting with the new 52 run. But as long as more is coming out, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I as long as it's coming out, I agree with that.
Batman that explained. The Ghost is a Star Wars ship from the animated show Rebels. There's a cool version that Hasbro Hasbro made that's giant. Wow.
Wait, what time is that?
Right now.
Oh, I'm way behind. The Ghost is a Star Wars ship from the animated Rebels show. There's a cool version that Hasbro made that's giant. Okay.
Right. The Ghost.
Oh, I think Batman is talking about the Star Wars HasLab of the Rebels Ghost. Okay, the HasLab.
Oh.
Got it now. Okay. Now I understand.
Yeah, it's a good ship. It briefly showed up in Rogue One.
Okay. I'll start going back up here. Jess, I don't know if you've watched Kill, Lock, Kill, but Ryuko, the main character, has a 12th Buzz mod action figure up for pre-order that you probably like. I don't know. I don't know any of that, Blast. I don't know Kill, Lock, Kill or Ryuko or Buzz mod or anything. Let me screenshot this.
I know what Kill la Kill is. It's an anime, but I haven't seen it.
What is it? It's a what? A manga or an anime?
Anime.
Sorry?
Anime. It's an anime.
Anime.
Yeah. Peter DeLuca answered that I have read Zero of the Krakoa Age. I do love X-Men though. I do want to collect the series as a whole, but wondering if I should get separate event omnis in case they don't release every omni. Well, that's really up to you. And again, you're gonna wait a really long time for those later volumes. So maybe if you do get it, it'll be out of print by the time if it comes out in a bigger.
Okay. Okay, you've read none of the page, but wondering if they should get this separate event Omni in case they don't release every Omni. I am of the mindset that I share with Next Imaginaut. I think they are going to release all of them. I do not have any inside information. It could totally change at any
eventually,
point.
You think they'll collect all of Wolverine and a Krakoa Omni? That's the question, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so that was going back to the Sabretooth War.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I recommend trying some of it beforehand, though.
Yeah, I found so far, to me, I found the good outweighs the not so good by a large margin. I mean, I loved almost all of Trials of X. I thought it was amazing. I loved almost all of Reign. I loved almost all of Dawn of X.
Yeah. And later on, after Inferno, they're not as and even during Inferno, they're not as connected as they were in Dawn. So eventually, you don't need the whole thing.
Okay.
And you're not just because you cut out one series doesn't mean you miss out on a whole lot. A character gets shot, they'll tell you in the other book they got shot. That's all the information you need. You don't need to read 17 issues to get to it and then be like, oh, that's the backstory.
Check your Sunny is here from Scotland. That I got you a while back. Oh, and you haven't sent it to me. Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
Special. Okay, whatever. Ooh, that's cool looking. I love it. Thank you, Sonny.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for getting this for me. I haven't seen that. Supergirl Special, issue 1 by Tamaki. Oh, huh. Well, I appreciate that. Was Girl interrupted. After joining the Superman family and their heroic efforts in Metropolis. Okay, cool. I don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that, Sonny. Nice. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, here's our buddy. Sorry to be missing the fun, y'all. This is my low stress stream of the month, but I am totally out of it today and I'm headed back to my regularly scheduled 18 hours of sleep right now. Well, we miss you, Crisis, but we hope you feel better and get rested. We do miss you, but I get it. You need to get your rest. And lots of people wishing you well, as do we.
They also did in the beginning of the show, so.
Yeah, actually, let me check my world clock to see what time it is where he is. It's 1:40 in the afternoon tomorrow.
Oh. Good time.
Get your rest, buddy.
Yes. Do you have any other potential what's the word we're using? Date, lover, wife, girlfriend?
Whoa, take it easy.
No labels, I'm sorry.
Sure, yeah. Here's one. I pulled 2 covers of her. This was my cover of the year by Puppeteer Lee. This is so awesome. Mm-hmm. And then here's a Nakayama version of the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
This is Earth 616, but Vision's not in the picture in this scenario.
I mean, I don't think he's ever really in the picture.
Yeah. He's out of the picture.
Yeah, he's been out of the picture a while.
Yeah. And so Scarlet Witch.
I'm trying to think. I think her last relationship was Dr. Voodoo, if I'm not mistaken.
Where was that?
That was in Uncanny Avengers.
Oh, I haven't read that.
Both the Remender and the Dugan, if they didn't break up by the Dugan one. Not the Krakoa, not to be confused with the Krakoa version of Uncanny Avengers, but the one before that.
Yeah, I have the Remender Uncanny Avengers. I just haven't gotten to it.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I think she's in a better headspace now. But
okay.
But I treat Wanda like she's a character in recovery. I'm not always sure if she's in the right headspace for a relationship.
Yeah.
But the Voodoo things were going pretty well, I think.
It concerns me that when she finds out she doesn't have kids twice, that everything gets ruined and explodes like House of M and New Avengers. Spoiler alert, that's concerning to me. But I'm also going to say that's, even though it's Bendis and I like him a lot, he wrote both those scenarios. So
I have something to share about this. So I was going to talk about the relationships I lament. And one of them is...
You lament. Okay. That sounds good.
That they're not together anymore. And one of them was obviously Storm and Black Panther, even though they do get back together at some point during Tanahashi's run. But still, they were married in this, and then Bendis during Avengers vs. X-Men said, I divorce you. And that sucked. Bendis sometimes does things that I'm not sure why he does. But
Blast said for Scarlet Witch, she has hard crash outs. Yeah.
but as bad as I felt about it, I was surprised by a relationship that happened afterwards, after AVX, and it almost made it worth it. And that was Wolverine Storm. I was not
Yeah.
expecting this, but this was actually super good. And eventually they made their way into Days of Future Past movie together, so it's a decent relationship. It's certainly one of Wolverine's healthiest.
I feel
Now,
like that doesn't get much attention
no.
because I had forgotten about it. So
That's
that's how I base things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I forgot about it, so I don't think they're paying much attention to it.
okay. I'll give you another one you might have forgotten. Give me one
You
second.
should get a sketch cover and add yourself with Scarlet Witch. I think that's kind of that sort of is a little too far, I think, Maul.
Here's another one of Bendis's babies. It is when Kate met Star-Lord. And then eventually they got engaged because, of course, she likes to get engaged with Peters.
Oh, yeah.
So this relationship, I didn't lament it so much because of the Bendis stuff, because he only introduced them together. It was the Humphrey Star-Lord run, which is so good. Has their beginning of their relationships. I love the relationships I lament are all slow burns.
Mm.
Kate and Magic, where it's taken so long to get there. A Wolverine Storm, and even some from runs like Daredevil, which, oh my gosh, this hurt me when Scholl did his run of Daredevil and they got rid of his girlfriend. Oh, that hurt me so bad. Because this relationship was excellent. Like, they started out as competing lawyers, and it takes so long for them to get together. And then poof.
I haven't read that run yet.
Oh, the Wade run? I thought you did.
Oh, I thought you said the Soul run.
Oh, no. The relationship doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. I haven't read the Soul one yet.
Exactly. So that's another thing to consider in comics. You get invested in some of these things. Like, here's a Spider-Woman. This is by Hopeless.
Oh, that's such a great run.
Such a great run. It starts with an enemies to lover, if we do like that trope. Like, here's Porcupine. He looks disgusting in his first appearance, by the way. But eventually he does shower. And he stays being friends with Jessica so long that they start having a thing. And it's it's a chunky book. Like, this is when they met, and this is when they confirmed they're dating. Like, it's a long, slow burn to get there.
Yeah, I love that run. That is
Exactly.
such a good book.
And I lament it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry, Freddie.
But maybe somebody smart will get Spider-Woman again and say, I want to bring this relationship back. Here's one we knew was going to be trouble from the get-go. We all remember Mrs. Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. I love that relationship. It was crazy.
And we knew it was going to be trouble from the get-go because originally he was going to get married to Dracula.
Yeah.
So we knew this was trouble. Oh, he's getting married with the monster queen who's been in prison for 100 years. Yeah, that's going to go well, Deadpool.
But it's so Deadpool.
It's so Deadpool. It's so fun.
Peter says, thanks for bearing with me and my question, guys. I'm just going to buy every damn thing because I'm out of my mind. That, first of all, we're not bearing with you. It's honestly why we're on the air, is to try and help people figure out what's good and what appeals to them and things like that. And I'm with you on buying every damn thing. I know what that's like.
Yeah, Eventually, hopefully, you won't. But you know, right now, sure, go for it.
Let's see. I also got you a Poison Ivy variant. Thank you so much. Yeah, I figured out what you were saying. I don't have it, so it's awesome. And I feel like I missed. Okay, I do. Have you listened to the band Black Honey, Jess? You would love them. Okay, you know my taste. Black Honey. Black Honey. Black Honey. And that is music, not a comic book. Music. Okay, thank you. Why? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact.
Man,
Thank you for your.
They're so hard to show off, but I really do love those reflecting covers.
Yeah, these foil ones are hard to show off. This is a Nakayama Butte. I have always had a crush on Kara.
And Kara's a very confusing comic book character.
Well, what's the negative here? There are no negatives to Kara. I mean,
no, they're really
when she was a Red Lantern, she was kind of scary then, but
yeah. I mean, the only drawback is her whole history getting changed every few things. But that's the same with anybody from DC, you know? They're going to get rebooted and it's going to get confusing and muddy. But
yeah.
That's also why I found really hard, like, thinking about relationships from DC that I liked.
Yeah, well, I never thought of it, any of that, because I knew I was going to take a different angle on this.
Yeah. So there's no drawback to Kara. We're agreed on that.
Let's see, what was I missing? The question is always when they release stuff. I just got the 2015 Secret Wars Omnis, but no clue when the rest is coming. Oh, you mean Battle World? I think Warzones is probably going to come out next year.
I think so.
Yeah. And I felt like that was one of my early videos when I reviewed Battle Worlds and Warzones. I have a big chunk. I think I'm only missing like 2 of them. But there was a lot of good stuff that came out of there. There was, some of it was mid, as the youth like to say, but I thought there was a lot of good stuff in Battle World and Warzones.
And some of them are surprising gems you wouldn't expect, like MODOK Assassin.
Yeah, that was great.
This is one of the most fun books I've ever read, and it is a throwaway mini from there. It's basically, it falls in this romance category. He falls in love with this fallen Thor, Angela.
Right.
This assassin's trying to win her heart, talking about space cop. She's a cop of this reality.
Right. Yeah, I like Angela a lot.
Yeah, Angela. There you go. Gotta figure it.
Yeah, mine's over there somewhere.
She's also one of the characters. I didn't bring it here, I think. No. She's also one of the relationships I lament. Her and Sarah. It's right here. Haha. I did have it. Okay. I just didn't mark where it was they explained it. So it has a lot of really crazy beautiful art, this book. This is Asgard's Assassin.
Yeah.
So it's Stephanie Han in some of it and other artists like Jimenez and Bennett. Wow, Jimenez. Okay. So they show us the backstory of these 2 characters from when they meet up until Sarah's death, and Angela's trying to bring her back. Well, yeah, okay, let's see. That's the plot of the book. It's not, but
Mhm.
um, so we see this whole relationship like happen before our eyes in these 5 issues, and one of the biggest moments is of course the reveal that Sarah is trans, and Angela helped her get her transition, and that is incredible how they talk about um, each other, help self actualizing the other one. Like it is one of the healthiest things you can do. And then of course, even though I love him, Bun decides to follow through one of Bendis's because Bendis has her in Guardians, and she goes back to their apartment, and guess what? Sarah's not there, but it's a big cliffhanger that's never resolved because Bendis's Guardians run ends, and then Bun decides, oh hey, Sarah broke up with Angela. Damn.
So you're lamenting that one.
Yeah. Because of course, it. Here's the thing. It's also one of these characters thus that is always gonna get canceled. It's like an unstoppable wasp. It's like a Gwenpool. Someone's always gonna pull the plug on these characters, and then for you to break them up, that's hard. That's harsh.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's gonna be that way for 5-10 years?
I'm just getting to some of these comments now. Batmantha was here, just got out of Anora. I think I am going to have to watch that movie. I've been putting it off because there's others, but I saw something today somewhere, some article I read, and it looked really, really good. What I saw, and I know James and Cycle Cleveland have been all up in my dish about watching that, so that may be something that I do like before upper management gets back. Oh, we're back on my picture. I hear Yacht Rock seeing that pic. Seeing this picture, I'm getting Daddy Cool song vibes.
Yeah.
Are you draped in blue velvet? George Costanza velvet. Looks like part of the Doobie Brothers. You can tell by the way he uses his walk. He's a woman's man, no time to talk. That was around the time. Well, no, that movie came out probably 4 years before that picture,
Okay.
but I am familiar with. No, that's fine. Kidding, of course, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm Barry Gibb. People ask me, who do you think you are? Which Gibb do you think you are? And I said, well, I think I'm Barry. He had the hair, man. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. I missed. Magic would send Jess to limbo. Yeah, I'm surprised Freddie didn't bring that up.
I don't think she'd do that to someone she's in a relationship with.
Okay.
And bringing up this is my favorite issue of All New X-Men. Well, Uncanny X-Men, sorry. It's issue 33. It's by Chris Anka, and Chris Anka also did the cover. So Kitty and Magic talk about their friendship. They talk about things they like and don't like about each other, and how she doesn't like her joking about her being such a heartless monster, because that's not who she is. That's not who she thinks she is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly when I think about Magic throwing somebody in limbo. Man, this has got to be a really crappy person to do that.
Yeah, and
it can't just be like, you forgot to do dishes, you're going to limbo for 5 minutes.
I can see sometimes that maybe upper management would want to send me to limbo, but yeah. Would Catwoman steal and resell your collectibles?
I think she would, but I think she'd do it as a scavenger hunt type scenario, where it's like she steals them and you have to go find them.
Oh, you don't think she'd resell them?
Well, no, I think she'd resell them, but only
How would I
get them again. You know, your love of collecting.
Oh. Huh. Okay, let's see. I think the more we get into this, the more likely scenario is that we'll figure something out, like
Yeah,
with Peter, and we'll put out something that can help everybody.
yeah. Here's the thing: it's always gonna be confusing for some people.
Yeah.
You know, if you're very much like us, that you're looking at the content, you're looking at the years, because you know these things renumber, then you're probably gonna be fine. But if you don't know a lot, it's gonna get confusing.
Yeah. Well, here's something interesting from Next Imagine from like an hour ago. Sorry. Freddie, you're partially correct. Read the Conan Omnis, but Omar has repeatedly confirmed that the foremost reason for their confidence in committing to the aggressive Conan publishing schedule, which occurred long before they had any idea that they were going to lose the license so soon, and without any expectation of losing it until after the completion of their restoration and collection initiative, was because of how incredibly strong the pre-orders for the first 5 Omnis of both Conan, the
original Marvel years, and Savage Sword were,
the original Marvel years. Right.
And that's absolutely fair. They weren't thinking they were going to lose it so soon, but it is a license. They knew they were going to lose it eventually. So, you know,
yes,
it wasn't their primary reason, but it's definitely a factor.
Yeah. And here's what Kane's talking about. Kane got me this, and she'd do it again. And I'll do it again. Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Cassandra Kane. This is regarding X-23. I did not like her with Angel. He didn't seem to like her doing job as a superhero. If there's one relationship that I might never do, is one that I would like would be Jubilee.
Okay.
I prefer chronological order, especially when it comes to the X-Men.
That's fine.
I thought that Iron Man action figure, George Lucas, well, I guess sorta, but it's me.
Yeah, it doesn't focus all the way, so I can see why somebody would confuse it.
It's not focusing?
Well, it's still a little bit off, but enough. We can see enough. Yeah.
Because it looks fine to me, but you guys aren't seeing it?
I'm missing a little bit of detail, but yeah, I can see it.
Huh. Okay. Honora, Yacht Rock, Bee Gees. Yes, we covered that.
Yes. Oh.
How hard were you trying to be a member of Kool in the Gang? I wore a baby blue leisure suit to my athletic banquet in 1985. I can't talk. Woofa. I remember those.
Everybody that thinks they can talk has something they don't want any of us seeing, and that's fair.
Yes, those winsome better lock up your wives and adult daughters days of Omnidog scandalous youth. The drink in my face one is funny now.
It's all funny in hindsight, like that suit.
Yeah. You both didn't see the Gwen Stacy teases for May 2025 Marvel posted today.
No.
I didn't. No one really ages in 616, so Jess would be fine. Thank you.
They do, just very slowly. They used to age faster than they currently do.
Samantha Jane, kudos on catching up with Honora. One of the better films of the year, in my opinion, and eminently deserving of any further awards it might manage to garner. Okay, I gotta see this movie. I think he said peace and love when the drink being thrown to your face story. Okay. My way too late response, but I just thought of it. Remember that Marvel stopped printing the small trades somewhere around Reign, so still concerned about committing to the Omnis. Yeah, that was Destiny of X that didn't get
Yeah.
printed.
I don't know. Surprisingly, I think they're much better in keeping up with the omnis than paperbacks.
Yeah. Supergirl cover. We'll find out. We could. Black Honey. Okay.
Oh, I do have a question, Jess. Do you remember this relationship? This is Captain Marvel with.
Oh, I haven't read that since it came out, so I don't
Well,
really remember. What was it?
she's also with him still. I think in the Kelly Thompson run. This is Rhodey War Machine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea if they're still together though. Like since the Kelly Thompson run ended.
I
But
like that relationship.
I did too. But it's one that we didn't really see developed as much, and it's
No.
kind of surprising because they have similar backgrounds, so it's a no-brainer that they have stuff in common.
Yeah.
But we just see them in moments like this where it's like, oh, I'm going to space. Bye.
I think I might be reasonably caught up.
Okay.
18 hours of sleep.
Well, I'll show a DC one because
I'm very tempted to lend you my entire custom Judge Dredd collection, maybe 5 at a time. Okay. You guys.
so this isn't one to lament because
Afro Tonder. Freddie is the best.
Yeah, that's my buddy Omar.
He's giving you hearts here. Love you, Fred.
Afro Thunder. So this isn't one to lament because it's still canon. It is obviously Superman, but this is my favorite Superman.
That's such a great book and such a great relationship. You're so right.
Yeah, because this is a oh hey, Lois, meet Clark. She's like, haha, I get it, like Superman.
Right.
Because this is taking place in the real world.
Yeah, where Clark Kent all of a sudden gets powers.
Exactly. And then, to get to this moment, like, you see years and years of this relationship flourish, and it's nice, I like stuff like that, where it lets things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening a lot in DC, but I'm not surprised after they had a few people that didn't allow marriages to occur.
That was a weird
It's a
thing.
weird period, yeah. And
sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine, Sure.
That was a great comics relationship, Daredevil and Elektra in Zdarsky's run, which I haven't got to. I got to read Souls, and then I can read Zdarsky's.
I'd skip the Zdarsky's.
What?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm not skipping that.
There is nothing that occurs in Soul's run that dramatically changes what happens in Zdarsky.
I have it, and I want to read it. Stop. What?
Okay, that's
what are
fair
you, my
enough.
comic mom? What's happening here?
That's fair.
When Kate became a better Star-Lord than Star-Lord.
That's very true. Sadly, didn't last that long.
Thompson's Captain Marvel didn't sell well. Now we won't be getting volume 2. I don't know that that's necessary.
What?
I don't know that that's true, Reap. I don't think that's true, and I think Brand New Day 2 is a given. I think they're committed to do. That's going to be a bunch of omnis as Brand New Day. How many do you think that'll be? Because that was a long that the Marvel, what do they call it? The Brain Trust. That Brain Trust era lasted a while.
Because it's Brand New Day, then it goes off into the Gauntlet, and then it goes off to Slot. That's going to be a long time. but I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoy all of that period.
Yeah, I haven't read it, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, there's a bunch of chunks I haven't read in between.
Love that Spider-Woman book. Of course you do, Moonin. You have good taste in books.
You're human, you love this book. If you're human, you love this book. That's all I'm gonna say.
I highly recommend that. That was an early recommendation from Riley. That might have been one of the first ones, and he was like 14 for 14 on recommendations.
Which recommendation has he failed in? Do you remember?
I'm sorry. Oh no, he didn't fail any.
Oh.
I read all of them, but the one I haven't read yet is Fractions Iron Man.
Oh, that's really good.
Otherwise I read all of them. One he really hit on was the Jeff Parker Hulk series. That should be an Omni. I would definitely upgrade that. That was such a good run.
Yeah. You know, Fractions run is really good, especially because it sets up the other run that I love even more. It's the Gillen Iron Man run. And nobody talks about that one.
I haven't read that. I don't even know that Iron Man?
By Gillen, yeah.
Man, no, I don't own it.
No, it doesn't have omnis or oversized hardcovers. It's just premier hardcovers and paperbacks.
Paperbacks, I can do that. And then you'll get your Omni.
Well, I already have the standard hardcovers.
And you won't upgrade?
I don't know if, like, I showed my regrets already. They're on their new stack of books now. Yeah, I've been regretting a few upgrades, so I've been thinking about not doing it as much. Because then,
I agree. Yeah,
I've given away hundreds and hundreds of books, and then when I ask people, they haven't read them. The only person that really I know is really reading them is my cousin in Florida, and she got mad one of the last few times when Mom went to visit because I didn't send my mom her books. She was like, "How can you let you show here without anything?" I'm like, "I haven't even texted a thank you in years." So I didn't know it was a requirement.
Okay, Matt had to go, and so did AS. Oh, here's Manga Geekdom. I didn't see you. Am I late for the comic crushes? Medusa and Mira are the true queens.
Of course, both redheads.
Yeah.
Well, we've shown a few redheads, Angela. We haven't talked about MJ.
I have statues of both Medusa and Mira. IST supply. Hey, Larry. IST supply of ASMO Volume 6 seems to have held out. It still shows available. I got the DM cover ordered at noon today. Nice. That foil Supergirl cover is amazing. No, Freddie. How dare you say Supergirl, Karis? Confusing. Yeah.
I don't mean anything bad by it, Kenny. I just mean, you know the history.
Well, he's agreeing with you here.
Yeah.
It does tend to change Kara's history a ton, especially her origin. I have foil editions of Wolverine 1, Frank Miller, Uncanny X-Men 141, John Byrne, Secret Wars 1, Amazing Spider-Man 252, and 300. They look awesome.
Nice.
Freddie's right about MODOK Assassin series. So much fun as he crushes on Angela. Yeah. Oh, Valentine special and no invite. I thought I meant something to you. Omnibo. Wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. What time is it there? Let's see. It's actually a pretty wait, I forget if you're in Auckland or Melbourne. It's either 12:13 in the afternoon or 2:13. I apologize, Omnibo. I suck. I'm so sorry, Omnibo. I'll try to think of a way to make it up to you. Yeah. We're gonna figure out when we can have the Tim Tam show soon. Tim Tams.
Tim Tam.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of MODOK as well, the cartoon's so much fun as well. It got canceled after one season, but
Wait,
he's
what is
also
it? Oh, MODOK?
MODOK, yeah. But he's married, and it's so funny.
Yes, Honora. Okay, I mean, you're right. Look at Super Laugh Hard being super nice as usual.
Mm-hmm.
To Omnibo, I have a set or two of the Eagle Moss Bruce Wayne Murder Fugitive OHCs. I know one of your co-hosts wants a set. Email Jess for my email.
Nice.
Super Laugh Hard is so generous. That is such a nice thing.
For real.
Yeah, that is so nice.
Yeah, like they're one of my most prized possessions. Those stats that he gave me.
Yeah. Andy sent me Officer Down, which I also needed.
Yeah. I have Officer Down. He gave me
Yeah.
the one issue of Batgirl. That's what it.
I think that's the Officer Down issue, Batgirl, that's not collected. Yeah, he sent that to me too.
Yeah, which is, you know, if he hadn't given it to me, I probably would never have read that whole thing, and it is awesome. Especially that it's kind of like a prequel to 52.
Yeah, I haven't read it since it came out in singles, so it'll be a whole. Bring Gwenpool back. I totally agree with that.
Gotham Central, sorry. Yes.
No, Omnibo is Aussieverse. You're right. So Magic would throw VFC to limbo. Yes. No JK. Yes.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Once he starts insulating people.
Insulating people, that's right. Oh, here's a question for Peter. Do you guys prefer Thor by Simonson or by Aaron? Currently reading Simonson's Omni and absolutely loving it, as you should. It is good. I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves it. I haven't heard anybody say a negative thing about it. So there's no reason to prefer either one. Mm-hmm. I have gotten through the first 3 hardcovers of Aaron's Thor, and I loved it. And I think that I don't know that I made that one of my resolutions reading goals for this year, but I would like to finish that. And you should read both. Yeah.
I love both of them so much, and for different reasons. Like, you know, it's very obvious. If you've read Aaron's and then you go back to Simonson's, it's very obvious. Aaron's would not exist without Simonson Thor.
That's a good observation.
But you know what? I have a not so slight preference to Aaron's Thor just because of Jane Foster.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool part of that book. That was
sorry, I cut you off.
No, I think that was a strong attraction. That was a big attraction for me, is that he he did that. That was remarkable, I thought.
Yeah, reading the mystery of who is Thor in real time, that was really great experience. But in the later Thor issues, he also has Angela show up. So,
oh my God, I love Angela.
She's a big part of that from just before World of Realms and after.
Say it again. You broke up a sec.
Sorry, that she's part of the Thor team basically just before World of Realms and a bit afterwards.
Oh, okay. Superman Secret Identity is so good. You are so right. I read a preview of the new Zatanna, and I'm really excited to read it. I'll probably pick up the first issue, then wait for the trade, though, to read it all. Same here, and I feel like I pre-ordered a Zatanna cover for that series, and I can't wait. Let me see if my third eye. Let's see. I have 7 things in my cart. Is that one of them?
Oh, that's a lot in the cart.
Well, they're only like $5. and I had a credit I got for it was Birds of Prey 19 Jenny Frison cover.
Okay.
I went crazy on Jenny Frison. Magic number 3 Jenny Frison. Oh, these are only like $4. Catwoman Jenny Frison, Poison Ivy Jenny Frison, and a couple of David Nakayama Harley Quinns.
Nice. Okay.
So wait a sec. What's the new one called? Of
Zatanna?
Zatanna?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got 3 of them. Zatanna.
Number 1.
The first one, Bring Down the House. I got the Nicola Scott one.
Okay.
And then there's a Sozo Micah number 1, and then a David Nakayama number 2. They're so cool looking. Sure, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I really want to get that trade.
So this doesn't release until next week, number 1. I was just going to go to Third Eye this week. James, can you wait another week, or have you already shipped the stuff to Bar? Because I'd like to go down next week then and pick this up. Let me share my screen. Can you see that?
Yes.
That's pretty boss.
It really is.
And then the David Nakayama one. Look at that. And that doesn't come in until March, but that's okay. Man, this guy can draw. But that Soza Micah one is beautiful.
Yeah, I like this one. It has a Batman the Animated Series vibe.
Okay. Yeah. The Mistress of Magic. I like that they're leaning into putting out miniseries of Zatanna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My favorite DC love story, Martian Manhunter and Oreos.
Yeah.
Huh.
In contrast, one of my in fact, DC has my most clear least favorite relationships, like Wonder Woman, Superman, Zatanna, Constantine. You know,
I'm okay with those, but you're okay being not okay.
Yeah.
The new Daredevil season is based on Soul's Daredevil run.
Yeah, it's based on that and a bit on Zdarsky and Devil's Reign.
Everyone says start Daredevil with Miller's run, but I love all of the issues leading up to Frank's run. It's good, silly fun. I think that, I've said it before, I think Daredevil has, now I haven't read any of Ann Nocenti's, but I have it in, that's the only thing I have in Epics, and I haven't read them, and now an omnibus is coming out. What am I going to do? I don't know. That's the only one I haven't read besides Soul and Zdarsky. But Daredevil has had some really, really strong writing all throughout it. He has just been treated so well.
I have a similar issue with Silver Surfer that one of the Omnis got announced, and it's all the epics that I own.
Oh.
Missing some of the chunks of Epic, so I'm like, I really don't want to keep upgrading. Epic is a fine format. I don't need it, but I really want it.
Yeah, I know. It's hard.
Especially because it'll go so well with this one. This is also another really great love story.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is a beautiful love story. I wept at the end.
Here's the thing. I don't lament it, even though we are. If you're a fan of Doctor Who and you know Slott's influence of Doctor Who, you know this isn't gonna go well. It never goes well with the companions, with the Doctor and their relationships. But you get so emotionally connected and invested that it's
Yeah.
a slow burn always. They get connected through always timey-wimey, spacey event thing. And oh my gosh, Alred's art throughout this, like I wasn't, I was okay with Alred, but this just sold me on it. Like, just like the cover, look at that.
Yeah, everything about that run is great. Colors, writing, art, everything.
That cosmic being finding his humanity again through his companion, and then he makes a Silver Surfer more of a Doctor Who type character by being like, oh hey, Alice who traveled with him was kind of like his companion, and then they kind of say like, oh maybe they were in a kind of relationship too.
That's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Yeah, it is so worth it. Even though it's probably gonna make you cry in the end, but
oh, I cried.
My gosh, if you're looking for a great story, beautiful art, and just finding some emotion and humanity, go read this book about an alien.
Yeah.
Do you need to know anything about Silver Surfer? Not a blasted thing.
No, he's the guy on a surfboard that used to serve Galactus. The end.
You don't even need to know that. Like, eventually he'll be like, oh, hey, it's my old lord. All the information you need.
Yeah. Peace and love, Omnibo. You're my guy. I'll give you 2 hearts. There you go.
Nice.
Munin Loves Thor by Aaron. And I saw a comment. I'm going to go back to the Goddesses of Thunder are also real fun in Aaron's run. Okay, I haven't got to that part yet. I think I'm just going to have to start though. I think I read God Butcher.
No, I think you
God Bomb or whatever 3 times, but
I mean, did you ever get to the end of Thor: God of Thunder? The original run. It's the one before Jane Foster.
I got to volume 3 hardcover. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't even
because they show up in Thor: God of Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wolverine and Thor versus Doctor Doom at the end of time was great in Aaron's Thor. Hi, YP, with your nice magic profile pic. I can wait. I would like to mail it before her birthday on March 8th. Okay, I will definitely go down next Wednesday or Thursday and get it to you right away. Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of generous.
Sorry?
Speaking of being generous.
James?
Generous. You and James.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I like getting stuff for Barb, but James is the one that mails it, so he's very generous. He gets her stuff too. So yeah, I like teaming up with James to make Bar happy.
Yeah, I have. Remember when I bought that magic figure for Max? That also took me forever to send them.
Oh yeah, and then you found 7 of them or something.
I found a lot more. They've already reprinted that figure, but I still have like 2 more figures that I bought. I still haven't figured out what to do with them.
Of
magic, yeah.
Oh, magic.
Yes, I have 2 of them just sit. One of them's in my car, and one of them is just in a back room. And I'm like, what do? I don't need 3 magics. If somebody wants them, holler.
Do you have the Batman Superman 34 Zatanna Nakayama cover? Let's see.
Very specific.
Let me check. Wait, Batman Superman. World's Finest?
I think it's a World's Finest, yeah.
Okay. World's finest.
You know, I offered Rodimus to send me a message so I can give him books, and he still hasn't.
He hasn't?
No. That's part.
Rodimus, what's going on?
Yeah, that's the other thing why I probably need to stop upgrading because I have I have all the Captain Marvel trades by Kelly Thompson. Then I have the Omni. Uh, I have what else? All I just showed you. I have all of the Damn that I probably need to give away. Those 3 soft covers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have so much stuff I can give away for the next disastrous giveaway. My giveaways always turn chaotic, but I have a ton of stuff to give away.
I haven't been helpful to them when I'm like, oh hey, you know that what was it, the Animal Man figure that you were gonna give me, and then somebody was really disappointed. I was like, yeah, give it to him.
Oh, yeah.
And then turns out he has a Puerto Rican wife.
You know what? I think it's at Jake. I think it's at Third Eye waiting for me. I recognize this. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Wait a sec. No, gosh darn it.
Oh, I should have showed these when Afro Thunder showed up.
Worlds. But there we go. Okay, images. No, I don't want to see it on eBay because it. Well, eBay's the only way I can.
I'm in suspense.
I know it's really good.
Yeah, that's nice. I think she can afford a shirt though.
You think she can afford a shirt?
I think her shows must be selling well enough to buy a shirt. It is gorgeous though. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I have this waiting for me at Third Eye. And here is the last comic book crush I have. I hardly think you can find anything wrong with her.
We'll see.
And that is this gal. I mean, stable, career, educated, psychiatrist, has nice hair there. That's probably the what I'm going to dye my hair when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Pink and then blue beard, you know.
She also owns buildings.
Owns buildings, yeah. She's an enterprising young woman. She's tough as nails. She does roller derby. Counsels prisoners.
And superheroes.
Sorry, yeah.
And a Justice Leaguer. Or
Birds of Prey. She's in Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad somehow together.
Why not?
Yeah.
Wolverine's an X-Force, X-Men, his own adventures, and whatever else.
Yeah. So I saved her for last because, you know.
I mean, we just said being in a relationship with her means being in a relationship with Ivy. I think that's also.
I can make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can make it work. Also, have you? Oh, thank you. I switch between them, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll say Constantine and Constantine.
I know. I usually say them both ways. Tamaki's a Zatanna run. It's The covers that I showed were from the new one. Did she write bringing down the house or bringing the house down or whatever?
I don't think so. I know Javier Rodriguez, I think, is in the art, right? He's the main artist. Or am I confused?
Wait a sec. Jamal Campbell is writing the new one.
Okay. Who's the artist, though?
Jamal Campbell.
Oh, okay.
Both
wrong.
Bring Down the House was, let's see, maybe that's Tamaki. Bring Down the House. Okay. That was a 5-issue miniseries. So, yeah. So one of them was, no, they were both, the ones I showed were both from the new one by Jamal Campbell.
Okay.
Favorite comic couple moment? Nightwing taking Barbara Gordon on trapeze when she lost the movement in her legs. Now, let me go back to this question. How do you guys, from like a while ago, how do you guys usually read your comics? The collector in me needs the Omni regardless, but depending on the size, almost always want to read it digitally. Everybody's different. I tend to retain more if I read it physically for some reason than digitally. I have digital subscriptions to both Marvel and DC, and I do read stuff on them. But I read everything.
Yeah.
In every format. But digitally, I tend to not retain the knowledge as much.
Yeah. I'm similar. Not so much in retention, but I just prefer it physically. And I like to read several things at the same time. I'm one of those people, even though I say you don't have to, I'm one of those people that go back and forth between things. And I find it easier to do physically, like having a book I can just put a bookmark on than, having to go scroll out of a series and then go back into it digitally.
Yeah, and since I have this channel, it's hard, almost impossible for me to show anything digitally because you just can't flip through them for, moments back and forth like you can with physical.
That's the other thing that I really like, scrolling back in a book, being like, hey, wait, what?
Yeah.
Do that digitally.
I do that a lot. Like, how did that happen? What now? Yeah. That's the cover I want. Batman's a couple moments. Tamaki. People say the same about Batman, to start with year one, but so much of the good stuff was printed before year one. And I think this is the Silver Surfer one.
I mean, anything except Captain Marvel's is the best love story. And I'm not throwing shade at Captain Marvel. I'm throwing shade at it not being explored as much.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really good love stories in Marvel. You have Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Panther. You have Wolverine and Storm. There's really, really good ones.
Oh, Chris, I cry at everything. My Facebook feed is nothing but dog videos, and I cry all the time. Yeah, I am a weeper. I am a very much a weeper. Yeah, it's needed all the time. I cry at all the time. A super laugh hard. You're gonna have to remind me whose emails. I feel like you remind me who I'm giving your email to. I feel like you've offered things to a couple people.
Yeah. Is Super Laugh Hard in your Discord? I thought he was.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
If so, he's not active. I usually talk to him through email.
Okay.
Jess, send me this awesome dude's email. Oh, I just saw the thumbnail. Spicy. I came up with that myself.
And you drew it, and you colored it, and you inked it. You did such a good job.
That is not what I'm saying.
I know.
Actually, the original one was going to be just all a bunch of like candy hearts.
Okay.
And then I saw that I was going to try and put a small picture of Ivy and Harley, and it ended up being the background. I said, okay, fine, I'll work with this.
I mean, it's great regardless how we got to it.
Right. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Munin. Omnibus, Jess is horrible at email. You'll have to message him to remind him. I think he even forgot to answer Cliff. No, I did take a little bit of time, but Cliff, actually, please give Omnibus my email. Okay, Sonny, I will give Omnibus your email. Everything's all squared away with Cliff. How did you know? How do you know that I forgot to answer Cliff's email? I dispute this. Tell me how you know about Cliff and the email. Omnidog giveaways are the best, better than VFC giveaways. You like them because they're chaotic. Close to 10,000 could be a giveaway goal. The goal at 10,000 is going to be subscribers get to tell me what color hair, and you can choose a different color for my beard, and I'm going to make sure that it lasts this time, not gone in 4 days, man. I want it to be like 4 months. So I think personally that pink for my hair up here and then blue, light blue, would be good for down here, but I'll leave that up to subscribers. Back to your point, I think I can't wait for 10,000. I'm not a fast growing channel anymore. I think 10,000's probably going to be pretty much the limit. I don't see myself getting bigger than 10 or 11. So what's my point?
I don't know.
No. I need to give away books sooner than that. That was my point. I'm like 500 subs away from 10,000. That could take the rest of the year, and I need to give away books sooner than that. But thank you for the idea. There's a Harley Quinn action figure coming out from Kyoto based on her look from Suicide Squad Isekai, the anime show thing that came out months back. Never finished series, but her look was good. I finished that series, which is rare for me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But not Legion. Okay.
I keep forgetting about Legion. Oh, I have so much to watch. Okay. Kyoto. Let me... Kyoto Harley Quinn. Images. Amazing Yamaguchi. Okay. Oh no, that's the Revoltech one that I wanted to get. New Amazing Yamaguchi. Kyoto Figma. I wonder which one it is. Is it this one? Yeah, because then you can switch heads here. That's a cool look. I actually might be interested in that. Thank you for letting me know. This Revoltech one is one I should have gotten. It comes with sound effects and stuff. I don't know why I didn't get this. I should have. I had an MRI the day I listened to that giveaway show and kept laughing. Oh, that's not good. That was utter chaos. It was the most chaotic, and I leaned into it, and it was fun. Omnidog's Vault Discord. Thank you, James. Leah Moore on Alan Moore. 9 times out of 10, he's being sarcastic. I love that quote. Daredevil has the best crazy exes, like Typhoid Mary in her quote, "I have to kill you. I love you." Wasn't Nocenti the one that came up with Typhoid Mary?
Yeah, she did.
I thought so. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love reading about Daredevil's exes. Now, contrast to like reading when he's actually in the relationship with them. Like when you read the Black Widow stuff, it's just ridiculous and funny.
Okay. Yeah, clip's all set up now. Thank you. It's different, yet to go up for pre-order, but it's looked from that anime. Hobby Genki should have it when it's up for pre-order, and we'll probably have some pre-order bonus part. Okay, so how do I find it? How to watch and stream? I don't. Kyoto announces. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. I don't need to do it right now in the air. Oh, sorry. I was looking at Harley.
That's why I'm thinking about how to respond to Omnibus.
Jess, that figure was posted on your Discord. Where?
Thank you, Gio.
In the toy chat. Oh, I just haven't gone in there. Thank you, Gio, for helping me. Let's see. Toy chat. There we go. Toy.
Yes.
Jester's Toy Box. Oh, yeah. 48 messages since. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Nick does good work. There's Gio and his quest for Sonic figures.
There's some good ones coming out. I saw them.
Sonic figures?
Yeah.
I
like Sonic, and even I was like, wow.
McFarlane Toys. Misco Morbius. Wow. Nick's really good at posing. When was this posted, Gio? Captain Planet. There's Punchline. Yeah. Okay. I remember that.
Chris Brogan says it is the third to last most recent comment.
So in Jester's Toy Box?
That, according to Chris, yeah.
Okay. Boy, I really haven't. Oh, that's where Helicopter Crypto is.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Here she is.
I think you're going to be making some purchases.
I think this looks great. Let's share this. Thank you, Gio. Yep, I just saw it. That's awesome. Thank you, Chris. Let's present this. Yeah.
There you go.
That looks cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that does look cool. There. So yeah, it's this one. And then yeah, let's show the Cryptocopter. Have you seen that already?
No, I haven't seen it, but I like the pink gun. That's a nice detail.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. Awesome. Thank you. I need to
Oh,
go into that toy chat more often.
I told you I caught up with Harley Quinn the Mac show.
Oh, I haven't started it yet.
Oh, there's a joke in episode 1 that just made me laugh so much.
Oh, but yeah, you told me that. That's right.
I kept laughing thinking about that joke hours afterwards. It's so
Let's show the cryptocopter. That's in my Discord. Wait, here it is. What's the other one? Are you seeing that?
no, I'm still seeing the Harley Quinn.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Whoops, I don't need to see Bee Gees, Jess. Okay.
I don't think BG's Jess either.
Let's see. Share screen. Window. Yada dee, yada da. Doo dee doo dee doo. Share screen. Can you see that?
Yes.
And
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
It charges and it's crypto.
Nice.
Hand guided flight. I just want to see crypto as a copter.
I've seen some of not crypto, but I've seen some of those on Marshalls. I don't know how they work, but that's interesting. That's fun.
Yeah.
You must get for the crypto fan.
Yeah. Right here, dude. Yeah. Is there something? It says mind blown. Is there something you need to tell me, Omnibo? His tail also moves.
Ooh, love that.
Yeah.
Oh, uh, I don't know if you remember. I think it was either last stream or the one before. I said something about my figure wives, and then I said one was my male wife.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain it. So I bought this one. I've showed this one before. This is from
Wait,
My
let me
Hero Academia.
let me highlight you.
Yeah. So I bought this one. This one's from My Hero Academia. Right? She kicked ass in an episode, and much like when Bo-Katan was being insulted in Book of Boba Fett, I immediately bought the figure. I bought it after she kicked ass on the show, and then my friend saw that, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna gift you one of your favorite One Piece figures." So this is Okiku. She is called the most beautiful samurai, right?
Okay.
So she quickly became one of my favorites during that arc. And then afterwards, he gave me this figure. And when he gave me this one, I was like, okay, that's enough. I don't need a bunch of anime wives in my house.
That's a good looking figure, though.
Right. So these are both trans characters. Okiku is a trans woman. Yamato is a trans man.
What's this from? My Hero Academia?
No, these are from One Piece.
One Piece. Okay.
Yeah. This one's from My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so the reason why was, and I had this debate once with Riley, is that Yamato was very confusing because Yamato at first didn't identify as a male, identified as another character. Yamato was like, my name is Odin, I am Odin. And I'm like, okay, Odin's a man, but Odin's dead, so you're not him. And then Oda, when he did these big splash pages with all the women characters of One Piece, and it included Yamato. So we were all very confused for a time until it became clear.
So,
So that's the reason why it's a male wife, because you know
that okay. Wait, that figure transitioned from female to male.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other one was male to female.
Yeah.
Okay, that one, the most beautiful assassin.
The most beautiful samurai.
Oh, most beautiful samurai. Because I was going to say the most beautiful assassin is in Spy X Family.
No. And then the cat broke this one.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, it still fits in her arm and it doesn't fall off from there, so it's okay. So those are the anime wise, which I think three is a little too much.
There's a Kyoto figure of that My Hero Academia character. Forgot her name since don't watch, but that bunny eared one, by the
Yeah,
way.
Mirko. Her name's Mirko. Sorry. Yeah, well, I'm glad that there's a lot of figures about her of her, but I don't think I want want many more. It's she's getting too much, man. Um, However, I am slightly mad that uh, even though I don't collect them, there are these anime hero figures that are the One Piece characters, and so far they've only released the males, and they've done all of the main pirate crew, right? And now they're doing his mentor, they're doing his brother, they're doing one of the bad guys, but they still haven't done any of the female crew. And it's just like, boy, you guys are not hiding your sexism at all.
Oh, and who's releasing these?
Um, I don't remember what they're called. Anime Heroes. I don't remember who's publishing. I think it's Bandai themselves. Bandai America, probably.
Speaking of toys, I actually have everything laid out, but I'm starting to run out of energy. We're gonna try and do a toy stream this week.
Sure, yeah.
And it's gonna be an afternoon show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, next week, my housemate isn't here, so nobody's working from home, so I could do weekday shows. Because so far, I don't have anything during the weekday, during the week.
Oh, so you want to do it next week?
I mean, I'm saying if you want to do more stuff, I don't know. Because I was thinking, I know how much you like the I Bet You Like It challenge. We could do something like that.
For toys?
No, like the thing you used to do with Kristen.
Oh, about reading?
Yeah, but
we can do that in March. I've already got February's list pulled.
Okay.
Don't you watch my channel? I just did a big to be read pile.
I did see that. I've been lurking a lot more. Yeah, more than commenting. So I lurk for a little bit, then come back. But anyways, point is, I know Kristen preferred reading thinner books, but if you wanted to do like instead of like 10 and do 5, we could do like show it 3 to 5, but there are big books, so we only pick one. Because that way,
I will have to get clearance from Kristen on that because that was our format. So I want to make sure she's okay with that. But that can be for March. We could do that because that'd be a good way for me to get a new pile for March on my to be read pile.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's a way to do Ultimate Spider-Man and Thor or something.
Oh.
And
okay.
And I have some
That's a good idea.
I have some big chunky books that you've probably been pressuring me to read for a while, like Irredeemable, and I got scalped recently.
Oh, wow. Nice. I love that reading pile thumbnail. I want to print it and frame it so you're always with me. That was I took the picture of me and then upper management did the rest. You are such a nice person, Omnibo. Thank you. Kane, anyway, amazing stream as always from a fellow East Coaster. Stay safe in the storm. Yeah, I was upper management just called me wondering how many inches of snow we got. I got to go check it out. I feel like it was coming down really hard. I wonder if it's still snowing even.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a solid 5 to 6 inches out there,
Yikes.
which is fine with me.
Well, yeah, you're staying in.
Yeah, I'm saying, of course. So, what I was going to say is, for our toy stream, I want to show the Spidey doors.
Yeah.
And they're empty now. Oh, I started out the show talking about this because the landlord said we can stay here for the same rent for the rest of however long we want to stay here. So I'm going to be installing the Spidey doors, and the theme is going to be different for each door. It's in the smaller room. So that would be fun if we had like showing the blank doors, and then I have in here the spiders kind of set up. Well, they're actually just grouped together now, but it'd be fun if we talked about it, got ideas, got your input, got the chat's input. I know there's a couple of new Spidey figures out that I need. Tyler already baited me into one of them that looks really cool.
Oh.
And you came up with a good idea for the other door. So maybe we could do a toy stream. I have a couple things I need to unbox too. Do you have anything you need to unbox?
Well, there are. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Can you put them back in the box and then unbox them?
Well, the thing is, they're still in the packaging, but they're not in a box. I could fake open them if somebody wants me to rip open a box.
Yeah, just put them in some regular old box.
I have big bad toy boxes still, so I could just put them in a tape and be like, "Hey, look what I got."
Okay, good. Yeah, I have a couple things that I can unbox. Actually, I have a bunch of Spider-Man figures that are still in the box.
Uh-oh, is this gonna be like Tyler pulling out ninjas?
Ninjas?
You remember he used to do shows where he'd be like, "Okay, look, 1 ninja, 2 ninja, 3 ninja."
Yeah.
Oh, what do you have to unbox, James?
How many boxes do you have, James?
Yeah.
I don't think did you say Max texted you back and said he's busy, or
I haven't texted him because he's supposed to be sleeping now, but
oh,
a little bit.
Okay. Omnibo, your mind's in the gutter. What's going on with you?
I mean, 5 inches of snow, 6 inches of sandwich,
12 inches of sandwich, even better.
I think 12 inches should be reserved for like a cookie.
Oh, now you're talking. Yeah, I think Max has been really busy. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. You asked this earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he asked this earlier. I'm sorry I didn't answer it.
Well, there are several of them. If you mean Wolverine, the first one, then sure.
There's Wolverine, then Wolverine Goes to Hell, and then Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, which I showed Wolverine and the X-Men just now.
Those are the 3, right?
Yeah.
I haven't read them yet myself. I own them, Peter. The story of course, Omnidog's life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about them, and I really want to read them. So I would say, yeah.
Yeah. I can give 100% on this one. I don't really know about the other 2. I've only read a few random issues.
And I know Goes to Hell is getting reprinted.
Mm-hmm.
and so's the first one. I wasn't aware that was out of print, but both of those are getting reprinted. So my answer is yes. Even though I haven't read them, Peace and Love, I haven't read them.
Yeah, I will say though, based on this one, you don't need to read the other two, but I think for Goes to Hell, you need the first one.
Is Wolverine and the X-Men out of print?
I
feel like it was out of print at one point.
I think it's been reprinted twice already.
Subway has a 12-inch cookie. Oh dear. That was based on my BG picture, I think. Oh. I think we got a lot more snow than that. I need to go check it out. Is the Miller books out of print? It sounds like I didn't know those were all out of print. Okay. So I'm really starting to fade here. I can't put my words together properly anymore. So what was your name again? Okay, Freddie. Yeah, we'll talk about the toy stream after I end this, and we will get back to you on it. And I think it'll be fun. It'll be unboxing and planning. Unboxing and planning my doors.
Yes. There are a few things here I think you'll really, really like. I already showed you one of them. Yes, it's going to be fun. You're building your doors. Even though you really nailed it last time.
Oh, thank you. It'll be different because last time was kind of a mixture of both the ideas. And this time we're going to separate it all out.
Okay. I trust you, KRISIS.
Huh?
What? That's not your name?
Oh.
Whose show am I on? I thought it was very fine.
Good night. Very insulating. Thanks for keeping us on while you read, Batmanda. Yeah. Good to have you here.
And show just some pictures of your stuff. Because he hasn't seen your ships, your portal gun, your lightsaber.
Is that on our IG?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
been a while though, I think.
I haven't. Well, I'll look it up. I need to get better at IG. I know that was one of my. Thank you, Javi, for being here. I know that was one of my 2025 goals, and I just haven't done Blue Sky or IG very much. I need to get better. Okay.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Thank you to everybody. Oh yeah, Batmanda has a YouTube channel. That's right. Thanks for that. Don't forget to go into the description box where I have links for OPB's sales. You can use my code Omnidog to save $2 or 5% off shipping 4 more books together. Omnidog Sit. Yeah, there's links in the description. It'll take you right there, and you will be all set.
2 codes. Wow.
Yeah, man.
And then a sale? Oh, that's a lot of savings.
That's right. I'm working on a video. I hope will be done sometime this month or next. Nice.
Yeah, our videos are nice. You guys should check them out if you haven't.
Well, sounds like we're ending this at the right time. Everybody's ready to go. Hondo, what up? Palace of Fine Arts Mustafa. I don't know who that is, other than the Lion King. But yeah, I'm out of it. I'm even more out of it than usual right now. So yeah, Freddie and I will be talking after this in the green room, and we'll figure out our toy stream for all you toy lovers. Right on, man. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you to Freddie for being here. Crisis, we hope you feel better. And here, nice. Crushing Crisis, YouTube.
Important. Yes, and thank you, Jess.
Thank you. I appreciate your being here, and I will use my theme song to play us out. Peace and love. Peace and love.